Are we on? Are we here? Are we on it? Right, let's go.
Rams won that on the...
Oh, I've got to wait till this bleeding song finishes. Okie dokie. Right, we're in. Here we go.
Out to the 25.
Boom.
Matthew Stafford with all the conversation and speculation about the elbow. During the offseason, during camp, told us the elbow is feeling better and better week by week. And he is 12th all-time in pass yards and pass touchdowns.
Hard work.
And after 12 years with the Detroit Lions, it took 1 year with the Rams to get a ring.
Pretty incredible the year that he was able to have. That's why they went out and made that trade with the Detroit Lions. And for him and this team to deliver in the first year with a Super Bowl championship.
There we go, Rams have got the ball, run in the middle.
And the handoff is to Cam Akers. And Akers gets popped by linebacker Fred Warner, who is in the middle of everything for the 49ers and one of the best in the game, a gain of 4.
Okie dokie.
A great front seven. Secondary has been improved from last season with the addition of Charvarius Ward, the former Kansas City Chief.
Right.
Quick snap.
Stafford's got the ball, throws deep right.
On the outside,
and he's got over for a
first. Just perfect between Stafford and Kupp, first down.
They get Kupp lined up to the outside, and then he's one-on-one on Charvarius Ward with a soft cushion. And, you know, Matthew Stafford and Kupp, they can make that throw and completion in their sleep.
They probably do, with as many times as Stafford's looked for
in.
Kupp.
As much as we hear they're together.
That's a big. It's going to be hurtful for us. Here we go. Rams got the ball. Down in the middle.
That's Akers, and Akers nothing. Akers and Stafford playing behind a shuffled and reshuffled and then shuffled again offensive line, and here's where they are. That's how they started week 1, and here's how they are now with Coleman Shelton in its center.
Right, we go again.
Bobby Evans getting
Rams
started
got the
left
ball.
guard.
Stafford's got the ball, throws in the
Pass
middle.
over the middle is caught. That's the tight end Higbee, and he's about a yard and a half short of a first down as Drake Greenlaw made the stop for San Francisco.
Well, one of the benefits that this 49ers defense has is because they're so dominant up front with a 4-man pass rush. They don't blitz much. Why would they? They don't have to. They're able to get home, and so it affords them the opportunity to play a little more coverage in key situations than they otherwise might have to.
Stafford's got the ball, throws in the middle.
Caught. What a great grab by Kupp.
First and 10.
Just off the top of the grass and a first down, a gain of 10.
Not easy.
Such a great job. You talk about the route running by Cooper Kupp, and
Not
they're pressed up. It's 3rd and short, so you're not going to give any receivers a free release off the ball. And yet he's able to push and lean on the defender in order to create that separation. And then, like so many times, when you watch him, he finishes it with an excellent catch.
Counting down the clock.
And now they move Skoranek back to the backfield.
Here we go. Stafford's got the ball. Oh, coming for a sack. Oh, he's got out of the pocket, man.
Turns it into a positive play.
How's he got out of the pocket?
Got away from at least 3 49ers and picked up 4.
Seriously.
Well, Emmanuel Mosley, he's in coverage on Cam Akers, and so you're going to see him, who he comes up once he sees that Cam Akers, number 3, hangs in and protects. So now he gets involved in it. And Matthew Stafford, you don't see a lot of it, but he's certainly capable.
Sidearm throw complete. That's caught. That's another first down for the Rams. 10 yards again for Cooper Kupp, who still plays like he's the guy from Eastern Washington who's trying to prove he belongs in the NFL.
Long.
He's done that and more. He's as good a weapon as there is in the league.
Well, he's going to get his targets. We know that. I mean, last week he got 6, and that was a light day for him. He's typically in double digits. And the 49ers, just go back to the 3 games they faced them last year. They did not have an answer for Cooper Kupp in any one of those 3 games.
Stafford's got the ball, throws deep right.
Higbee, and the tight end is brought down. Good tackle. Ball comes out. They're saying he was down.
Oh.
Tackle by Drake Greenlaw. It'll be second down.
The runner was down by contact. Second down.
Second down. Oh.
Just think the Rams, much like the 49ers, when they have the ball on offense, you mentioned the two head coaches and their connection over the years in Washington. They basically have learned this system together. It looks a little different between the two teams because of personnel, but they put a lot of stress on a defense. When you say that, you typically think vertically, but they do it just as much horizontally as well. They make defenses cover the entire field.
Stafford has started 5 for 5. He hands here. Akers fouled up.
But ain't going nowhere.
Emmanuel Mosley came up to make the stop. Third down coming up.
Well, we talked about Ben Skoranek and how they've used him as a fullback, and here he is, and he gets a little high. So he comes up on Hufanga and gets a little high on him. The winner goes to the lowest pad level, but not many guys want to take on that role like he has.
Here's Higbee. Nice move after the catch as he fought through the tackle, and a first down. Lenore could not bring him down, and Tyler Higbee too much, too big of a load. At 6'6", 255, first down again. Yeah, Tyler Higbee, he's gotten involved here early in this game, and he, you know, typically when they have their full arsenal, we've got Van Jefferson who's not here. Of course, there's a lot of discussion as to whether or not Odell Beckham Jr. will ultimately join them. But Tyler Higbee becomes a component of this offense.
9 minutes 27.
That they really have to rely on right now.
We need to control this ball, man.
False start.
Oh.
False start. Offense, number 70. 5-yard penalty. No first down.
False start, Rams.
Sanjo Noteboom, who replaces the retired Andrew Whitworth. The two tackles are the guys that started the season, Noteboom and Havenstein, but it's all that change on the interior of the offensive line. First and 15.
There's Ben Powell, number 19. He's another one of those chess pieces that's getting some playing time because of them being shorthanded at the skill position.
Stafford's got the ball. Henderson left, running through.
Greenlaw makes the tackle.
Second and 5.
And Henderson gets 6.
Oh, second and 4. Second and 9.
Henderson had a big week too. 32 touches, 137 yards, and a rushing touchdown against Atlanta. But only 4 touches last week at Arizona in a 20-12 win.
I've always liked him too. He's splitting out wide up at the top of the screen, but I like the energy that he brings, and he's a physical player for no bigger than he is.
It's 5'8", 208. They take
got the ball. He's got
sacked back near the 30.
Defense all over it.
Ebukam, the former Ram, got him. And a loss on the play of 10.
Honestly,
well, Ebukam,
doing good.
He just takes it because
doing good. Skoranek, who's out there, and he's going to try to block him. He's going to try to block down.
Ebukam just come straight through.
Not able to get in front
no
of
one
him.
covered.
And
brilliant.
There's Ebukam, who's really, I mean, he's got tremendous speed
Absolutely
off the edge.
Brilliant.
Matthew Stafford just had
down.
no chance whatsoever. You know, even as a quarterback,
Samson was straight at football by Saxon each of the last 3 seasons.
Right, you can get rid of it much easier.
All right, here we go again.
Right,
3rd and 19.
He had no opportunity to unload it.
Brings up
Stafford's
3rd down and 19.
off.
Henderson gets it, cuts back. Near the 21, that brings up 4th down as Drake Greenlaw, who
let's
was
go to us.
active
Let's
as
see
he
what Jimmy G can do.
Just got a contract extension. Was there for the 49ers defense. They bend, they don't break, and they give up a field goal try.
Yeah, and that's the key, really. I mean, these offenses, especially the Rams, you expect them to be able
Rams
to
is not looking good offensively.
Another lineman for the Rams. They can ill afford to lose another. You talked about how they're already down a couple offensive guys that started the season.
They're going for a field goal attempt.
Who made the switch?
So Matt Gay's going for it. 39-yard field goal attempt.
The try by
and it's
Matt
good.
Gay is good.
3 points on the ball for LA already.
And a drive to start the night. It took over 8 minutes. Gets 3. And the Rams strike first.
So, My prediction after that, not too bad. We started off slow, and then Rams play got a bit confusing, and Sam Santi booked them straight in for the kill for a sack, and we've done very well to maintain it as well. So at the moment, defense for the 49ers ain't too bad at all. Now we're going to see what our offense is like. See how that goes. Waiting for adverts. Adverts is long, so I'm sorry if I can't play the sound of the adverts. I can't do it, I'll get blocked. That's just why you can only have the scoreboard up there and a bit of the commentary background from the game, because if I show you everything, I get blocked. So I can only do what I can. But at the moment, Rams are 3 up from a field goal attempt, which was good. Sammy Bookman sacked Stafford. There was a flag as well. False start by the Rams. So at the moment, defensively, we're doing all right. Offensively, they're not doing too bad, but we're going to see what Jimmy G can do at home.
There are injuries in the building for the 49ers. All-pro left
Trent
tackle
Williams,
Trent Williams suffered a high ankle
out.
last week. Starting running back Elijah Mitchell went down week 1.
Running back out.
Quarterback Trey Lance out for the season after that ankle surgery.
Out. Good.
Well, the 49ers solved the injury riddle this season.
Mitchell.
That remains to be seen. And Mark Short, who is one of, well, at least one of my favorites. I'm not going to speak
Ty
to
Davis Price, Danny Gray, Tyler Croft, Trent Williams, Nick Zeltsky, Javon Kinlaw, and Travis Moore ain't playing either. So
you can add, by the way, Javon Kinlaw to that list. He is not active as his knee is acting up. Don't know if Steve Martin's watching this or Selena Gomez.
Fan of hers too.
Yeah,
fan of his, fan of hers,
fan of everybody. Indiana football, you good with them? You back?
Well, that's another discussion.
There you go. First points allowed in the first
got a little blowback
season.
this week. Love the Hoosiers.
It's just life in the big time. That's you.
Yeah. So controversial.
So controversial.
Here we go.
So with a pair of shorts watching us, Oliver and his dad Martin. Here we go. Rams kicking it off to the 49ers.
And we're off.
And this one will come out to the 25. Well, he sent out his thank you notes and he said his goodbyes.
Here we go. Jimmy G. Jimmy Garoppolo. 49ers record since 2017. 31,
and it's a good thing the way it turned out that they have a legit backup and somebody who's taken them to the NFC Championship game. He did that last year.
He better does wonders at home.
Super Bowl a couple of years before, and you see the numbers for the Niners when he's been a quarterback. Simply put, they just win.
I think in the short term, and I don't know what short term means. Does that mean a
month, here we go.
A season? But they're better off with Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback in the short term because of his experience.
Jimmy G's got the ball. Goes deep left.
Ayuk, nice throw, nice catch, and just like that, first down.
To Ayuk.
Out to the 40.
Ayuk caught it straight over for a first. Nice, made up some yards.
Really nice.
First and 10 again.
You think back to last year, struggled a little bit early in the season, and as the year got going, he really finished up strong and through the playoffs. And watching him this year, he's picked right up where he left off last season. I just think he's a terrific player, and he can do so much. And Jimmy Garoppolo, those are the kind of
40-yard line. Garoppolo's got the ball, hands it off in the middle, and he ain't got nowhere.
Deebo Samuel gets 1. He was all-pro last year. He had over 1,700 scrimmage yards, 14 touchdowns, and
where's
you
Deebo?
got to find him. We have to find him, and the defense has to find him.
I'm just impressed, one, with all that he's able to do. Clearly a really smart player to be able to take all that on. But There's not many wide receivers, even with his kind of size, that would be willing
Right, here
or
we
be
go.
as effective as he's been in that wide back role.
Jim just got the ball, had to throw it out, nearly got sacked.
Just able to get rid of it before Aaron Donald was right there into his chest. 3rd down and 9.
Well, he talks about how sometimes he even gets 4 guys on him. Here he is, and nobody touches him. I mean, they don't get one hand on him, let alone, 3 sets. But clearly, a total blown
barefoot going as well
up front. He got through there so clean that Jimmy knew he was headed straight for him and was able to get the ball out.
All right, Jim's got the ball, throws nice in the middle.
Jennings
brilliant, over to Jennings, straight over for a first.
Jennings in traffic with a grab, and he got 10.
Brilliant.
That's a well-designed. Juwan Jennings, you're going to get Debo clearing out, and then Juwan Jennings is going to come underneath that. So the attraction that Debo Samuel gets allows him to come underneath
really
that
good play.
And get the football, and just a nice job by Jimmy Garoppolo here in the early going, just taking completions and not trying to force anything down the field.
All right, there we go. Jimmy's
Kittle
got the
in
ball,
motion and a
off.
toss, and this one loses yardage too. Aaron Donald made that play.
Bleeding Samuel, man.
As Wilson never could get started, a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to double team him because, as we know, he's the focal point of this game plan, and you see the quickness of him coming off the ball. You got 2 guys who are working to him, and he gets right underneath it, and that's the quickness that he has, that he's able to make some plays even when he doesn't do conventional moves off the ball. He is a load, and I'm glad that he came back. We heard Lisa talk about it. And I agree with him. When you've won a Super Bowl, it's such a great feeling. You want to get back and experience
Jimmy G's
it all
there,
again.
throws left to Samuel, made a few decent yards up.
Fake goes forward and gets 7. That, by the way, on
That's
the previous play, Spencer Burford, who is a rookie right guard.
3rd and 5.
And I think we've said it many times. If you're an offensive lineman and you look up and you see 99 across from you where they can play really anywhere along the defensive front, that lets you know that the Rams think you're the weak link on the offensive line.
And then take it a step further when you're a rookie and you've got the 3-time Defensive Player of the Year lined up against
Jim's
you.
got the ball, throws deep left, straight over for first. Who's that to?
On 3rd down.
To Jennings again.
And now a nice drive
Jennings is going to be getting a lot of plays, I think.
Yeah, just methodically. Haven't gotten a lot out of the running game, but they've been able to hit these quick passes and pick up decent yards, move the chains, stay ahead. So now they answer what the Rams were able to do. The Rams put together a 13-play drive, and now here we've got the 49ers on a 7-play drive of their own.
Oh, Shanahan's nodding his head like this. Right.
Play clock at 1. And Kyle Shanahan,
What's this?
not Jimmy Garoppolo, recognizing the play clock was about to expire,
Timeout.
so he called timeout. First down.
See, wasted time, and I've just wasted a timeout.
We're celebrating 50
Kyle,
years
same play.
chicken with a deal.
Seriously, man. You just wasted a timeout because of the delay of game. So, at the moment, San Francisco's still got the ball. They've slowly moving up the field, which is doing good, which ain't too bad. They're actually doing well. But, yet again, delay of game. I haven't done it yet. As soon as it went down at 0, they used their first time out. They've just wasted time out. Seriously, like, I need to stop that crap for starters. But at the moment, we're doing all right. If you're new here, thanks for watching. Sadly, I can't put the volume up because of the adverts, but the scoreboard's there, commentary's there. Give you a bit of commentary if you want to turn up the sound. And sorry I can't show you the full game. Yet again, I will be blocked. But at the moment, that's all right so far. Not too bad at all. But we're doing all right so far. It ain't too bad at all. We're having 49ers are doing well. Jennings is getting a few decent plays. Debo's had plays, but hasn't made up. He's made up. Well, there was a snap that he made up about 6-7 yards. But other than that, that's it so far. So far, so good. Now we're just waiting. Too many adverts. All right. Nearly back in. John McVeigh, 49ers Hall of Fame introduced. Oh, John McVeigh got introduced. Fair play. There we go.
Different positions, including GM. Brought in by Bill Walsh at the start of that great run at Dynasty
Sean McVeigh,
in the 80s.
the son, 6th season as Rams.
And that is Sean McVay's grandpa, and 24th inductee into the Niners Hall of Fame.
Boom. Right. Jimmy's got the ball.
Down,
Hand it off in the
is the
middle.
toss.
Oh, they're going for a run and they're running.
Wilson,
Oh, they're going.
touchdown.
Touchdown. Brilliant run in the middle. Wilson Jr. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. 32-yard run. Perfect. Straight in the middle. Well done for a play like that.
Right here in the job that he does in clearing out gains in the
Jimmy's
middle.
got the ball, passes to Wilson Jr.
Right
and
there, and then the
so
lane
great in
that
the
is
middle.
afforded Wilson to just hit it. The defense for the Rams, they over pursue. That crack block by Werner opens up the lane.
Brilliant.
A nice job running the football.
Gone for a kick, and a kick
I
is
think
good
you
by
want to
Robbie
pick your
Gold.
spots against the Rams.
7-3.
Aaron Donald was not
Mate,
in
that
the
was
game
a really good,
on that play. Toss to
really
Wilson,
good play.
cut upfield into
Honestly,
the end zone,
man.
untouched. Nice
Really,
answer by San
really good.
Francisco.
Wilson
As
Jr.
they lead 7-3.
Man, okay, well, the 49ers ain't mucking about. Very good play. Hands it off to Jeff Wilson Jr. Straight down the middle. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's a very good play. But it's still early in the game. 7-3. Still wait. Now we've got to see what the Rams defense are doing. Sorry, the Rams offense. Now that we've sent a message, can they deliver? Okie dokie. Just waiting now. Too many adverts. If you join, welcome. 7-3 to the 49ers, which is good. Jeff Wilson Jr. made a great play. Jimmy hands it off behind Jeff Wilson Jr. and he runs straight through the middle to get that touchdown. At the moment, we're just waiting on the adverts to see what the Rams offense can do. But we're just waiting on adverts, and adverts are long. But at the moment, the 49ers are doing good so far. Defense well, offensive well. Now we're just waiting. All right, we are back. Here we go.
Ball game as the 49ers march right down the field after the Rams put up 3. They get 7. The 49ers do lead by 4 with 2:46 left. Go back to the 2011 Washington football team led by head coach Mike
Carl
Shanahan and
Matt
4
LaFleur,
assistant
Sean McVay,
coaches
Mike
that are now
McDaniel was
NFL
as
head
coaches.
coaches. Sean
Nuts.
McVay, his son Kyle, Matt LaFleur.
Okay, here we go.
And Mike McDaniel. I mean, what a group. All young guys and all just blossomed at the biggest level.
Yeah, and you know, a great young group of coaches who learned from, you know, one of the great ones himself, in Mike Shanahan. I mean, what an opportunity for all of those guys, and then they've continued to learn and all that, and they've expanded the offense, but it's been amazing.
Let's check in with Lisa Salters.
Hey, Joe, with Coleman Shelton, who had started at center tonight for Brian Allen, he had been back in the Rams locker room being evaluated for an ankle injury, but he just came running back out onto the field, and it looks like he is good to go.
Coleman trying to move from
for a while there, Lisa, it looked like Jeremiah Coloni, who was just up from the practice squad, might get a chance to go in at center. There's Jeremiah, but instead it's Shelton, good to go. Drive starts at the 25.
Here we go. They're going for a run in the middle.
Handoff is to Akers, and Omenahu makes the stop after a gain of just 1.
I think the Rams come into this game similar in mindset to the 49ers in that they know that they just cannot allow this defensive front to tee off on Matthew Stafford. So they're going to try to maintain a little more balance
Stafford's
in this
got the
game.
ball, going a little to left.
Fred Warner got there
and
late,
he
but
missed.
forced the throw, and incomplete. Looking for Akers was Matthew Stafford, and that's the first incompletion here for the Rams QB.
Well, we don't see a lot, as I said, from San Francisco. DeMeco Ryans, the defensive coordinator, doesn't dial up the blitz
come
much,
on,
but they brought Fred
get that
Warner right
defense
up the
going.
gut. And that's what caused Stafford to get it out and be incomplete.
There we go. Stafford's got the ball. Oh, he's got sacked by Bosa.
The sack.
Oh, sacked by Bosa. Brilliant. Brilliant play.
DeMeco's got his defense buzzing here at the start of 2022.
Absolutely fantastic. Defense
Pretty
on
good game
point.
up front. Now they bring Fred Warner once again, but they run a game here, and then Bosa comes all the way around.
Amazing.
So
Bosa
they pick off his guy. Noteboom's not able to slide over. They don't communicate it effectively along that left side of the offensive line. And here comes Bosa.
Fantastic.
And you don't like to see that.
Absolutely fantastic.
Stafford.
5th sack of the year for Nick.
Brilliant. Boom.
Line drive punt.
And it's
McLeod will stay away, and this ball will take a Rams bounce and settle.
Here we go.
At the 26.
Defense.
56-yard punt.
Honestly.
Back comes Jimmy G, and the 49ers up 7-3.
Mad. Another sack. Nick Bosa gets the sack. 49ers defense at this moment are on point. That's how we should be playing, and we're doing it very, very, very well. So not too bad at all. I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it. We've just got to be careful, man, because if we keep pushing and keep pushing, you know what I mean, the Rams will just sneakily come from behind me and just going for the kill. I did say it'll be a 2023 game. But at the moment, we're doing good. Really good. Defense on point. Offensively, doing very good. Defensively, very good at this moment. So can Shanahan get Jimmy G to a good play to get another touchdown? We're going to find out and wait. If you joined, thanks for joining yet again. Sorry about the adverts. I muted it, so I get blocked. Sorry about if you can only see the scoreboard. That's all I can give you, and a little bit of background as well. I can't show you the whole game, because I will be blocked. But at the moment, that's all I can do. And at least you can hear their commentary as well. And if any flags go up, you can hear why. And I can only give the commentary from my side. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. I will be doing the Thursday night football as well. I think it's Broncos Colts on Thursday night. I think so, anyway. Oh, back in again.
Who likely will be wearing another uniform next year.
Faithful, thank you very much for everything. It's been crazy, man. It's been a hell of a ride, guys. I love you guys. So, see ya.
Oh,
and then March shoulder surgery, and then one of the weirder off seasons for any quarterback as he hung around. He was not involved in OTAs. He worked during training camp on a side field, really by himself. Wasn't involved in the preseason, so he's just trying to get his legs under him and his arm in game shape.
First and 10, 25 yard.
Looked good the first
Jimmy
time.
G's got the ball.
49ers
Jimmy G's got the ball. Goes throw in the middle. Great. Brilliant to Samuel. Over for a first. Over for a first.
Well, right now, Jimmy Garoppolo is just in a real rhythm. This is a quarterback-friendly offense that Kyle Shanahan implores. And you're going to see that he's got Deebo Samuel then going across the lane, the window right there for him to put it in. This offensive line, we've talked about the shuffles that they've made, and they've got Daniel Brunskill, who's now in the lineup, and we expected to see him some tonight. He started every game last year, but Kyle Shanahan understands they're a little light at guard, having to play against Aaron Donald.
Tossed to Samuel, running left, cuts up field, and that nets one.
And they've only made that.
Garoppolo has started this game 5 for 6. And we're under a minute. The clock running, 30 seconds and counting left in quarter number 1. That's gone by in a blink.
Let's see if they're going to try to get off another play. Right now, it just looks like they're pretty content letting this clock wind down.
And they can. There's about a 1 second differential.
Well, maybe not.
Second down and 9.
And that's it. End of the first quarter. That was quick quarter.
Second down and 9. When we come back, quarter number 2 is
very quick so far. Very, very quick so far. Not too bad at all. It's been all right so far. All good. Just a waiting game. Da, 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 da. Just waiting. Well, we've done well so far. Da, 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 da. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Everything's a waiting game. Well, second quarter's coming up and it's still our ball, so just waiting on that. NHL hockey, October 11th. Okay, we're back in.
City of San Francisco, and the picture will be beautiful. We are in Santa Clara, sitting just over 50 miles south and east of San Francisco, home to the 49ers in its 9th year down here. And These fans have had fun so far. They saw a good opening drive by the Rams. It netted 3, and the 49ers answered.
2nd and 9,
touchdown drive.
15 minutes, second quarter, let's go.
2nd
Jim's
and
got the
9.
ball,
Quick
throws right to Ayuk, going for a run in the middle, over for a first. Brilliant.
Well, Jimmy Garoppolo has just 1 incompletion in tonight's game, and it's when they turned Aaron Donald loose in the middle and he had to throw it away. Now, some of those type passes, the quick game, and we talked about it coming in and the importance of being able to run the football, but if you're not running the ball, they've leaned a little bit more in that first quarter on throwing the football, but get it out of your hands quickly, and that's what Jimmy Garoppolo has been able to do. Kyle Shanahan understands it's a big task for this offensive line, young in so many areas, to hold up against this Rams defensive front.
Boom.
Here is a toss to Wilson coming off that 32-yard touchdown run, longest touchdown run of his career. Leonard Floyd makes that tackle, a gain of 2, so 2nd and 8.
Yeah, you said it. We saw that aerial shot there of San Francisco. You mentioned it coming in, and you can't imagine a better day than what we're having here tonight. I mean, this, for someone who came in from Texas where it's just now starting to get below 90 degrees, this is fantastic.
Nice little shot of life.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Everything feels good.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
Wilson.
Jimmy's got the ball. Turns off to Wilson again. Not good. I've got to stop this running game, man. If it's not happening the first time, it ain't going to happen the second time.
Here we are on 3rd down, and the 49ers 2 for 2 in this game, which is far better than where they were last week in that loss to Denver. They were 1 for 10 and started out the game 0 for 9.
Honestly.
Daniel Brunskill has come in
and
right guard for this series for the rookie Spencer Burford.
We thought we'd see him, but he may finish this game. I mean, we'll see, because he's a veteran guy and he gives them.
Jimmy's got the ball, throws to
Jennings,
right to Jennings, and he drops it, and he just recovered it. 4 and 6
to bring up 4th down. Nice hit, and right there was Grant Haley, who's getting a shot to play the slot.
Oh, Jennings had the ball, and it just come out of his hands.
That ball was out before Haley even got there.
Yeah, Haley, unless he just misses the tackle, that was not going to be enough for the 1st down, but it would have left Kyle Shanahan with a decision to make.
Mitch Wishnowski,
they're around the 40-yard line, whether or not he wanted to go for it on 4th down.
Wishnowski.
Have it.
End over end punt. Powell stays away, and this ball hit one of the 49ers and then bounced into the end zone, and they're calling a touchback. That was George Odom downfield.
Okay.
And so Stafford, who was limping a bit earlier last time he came off, back to work. Down 7-3.
Okay, so offensively, couldn't get it out. Not good. It is what it is. Offensively, not too bad. But we couldn't make the play. We couldn't get it over for a first. Not good at all. Other than that, that's it so far. We're just waiting. It's a waiting game. Da, 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 da. Waiting game. Man, this is long. These adverts just take forever. And it takes. All right, we're in.
Welcome back to Santa Clara. Well, after that last Rams 3-and-out, and after Senator Coleman Shelton had just been back in the locker room being evaluated for an ankle injury, he came limping off the field again, that right ankle appearing to really be bothering him. Shelton is now back in the locker room again.
Here we go.
He has been ruled out.
Rams ball, 20 yards.
Yeah, thanks, Lisa. So
on the
now
20-yard
Coloni takes
line.
over at center.
Stafford's got the ball. Stafford's got the ball. Nick Bosa's coming in. Oh, and he just got it out. I thought Bosa was going in for another sack, but Stafford got the ball out.
Second down and 10.
Well, and that's significant. When you start losing the center typically makes a lot of the calls at the line of scrimmage, but not to mention the impact that it has on the quarterback. Now, Shelton had some starts a year ago, a couple games, so there was some familiarity there with Matthew Stafford. He is in shotgun more than he's underneath the center. But to put someone else in there, that can be disruptive, not just for the quarterback, but the communication along that offensive line.
Blitz coming in.
Oh, the blitz coming in. Oh,
Henderson,
mate,
and
that was good,
gets
Anderson.
maybe one as Fred Warner made the
Warner
stop.
ran straight in.
And Hufanga was coming on the blitz.
Yeah, and a lot of times they had the right call because Hufanga was coming from the side over here. They're running the ball this way. So a lot of times you can hit one
Here we
big
go.
when you catch a team in a blitz like that, if you get a past that initial lineup defense.
All right, Stafford's got the
Third
ball.
down and 9. Stafford, good
Stafford's got the ball.
protection.
Ooh,
Out
he's got
to
swallowed
his
up. He's
right.
coming out. Throws
Looking
deep
for help,
right
and he won't get it.
to no one.
Along the
Defensively,
sideline, it was Allen
on
Robinson,
point.
the target, and Charvarius Ward was there step for step.
Brilliant.
Amador Lenore does an outstanding job on Cup. He's got him one-on-one. There's no help. And he's underneath the route, and that's where Stafford wanted to go with the football. He was
Brilliant.
looking for Cup the
Lenore
entire way.
over
And
Cup.
Lenore, who's kind of found a home in that nickel position. He was an outside corner
Now
a
the
year ago,
punt
but
him back.
he's been good
49ers
last week
ball
and
all
so
the
far
way.
in this one.
So the Rams, a 14-play drive the first time they had it, settled for a field goal, and then back-to-back 3-and-outs.
Fair play.
58-yard punt here. 49ers back to
All
work on
good.
offense, leading 7-3.
Well. Not going bad so far. Waiting. This is taking long, these adverts, but at the moment, Rams trying to get off on a good start, and they can't. Defensively, we are doing wonders. So it's all good so far here. It's taking a long time for adverts. Well, waiting. This is taking long. But at the moment, the 49ers defense on point. Absolutely on point. Can't fault it so far yet. But all good. Second quarter, we're doing well. Really well.
cross.org/NFL.
Right, back in.
As we welcome you back as the 49ers have the football with the ball sitting at their own 22.
Here we go again.
Leading 7-3.
Right, Jimmy G's got the ball.
Good protection.
Throws deep left, and it's good. Oh, Kittle. Is it Kittle?
Oh, man, that's one
Jusic.
that Jimmy Garoppolo definitely
Carl
wants
Jusic
back.
nearly had the ball on that.
They go with a 2 tight end package. The protection up front is excellent, as it has been throughout the
Jimmy
night.
G's got
but
the ball.
Charlie Warner runs an excellent
Jusic
route. He's
was
expecting
nice.
that ball to the inside, and if he hits him, I mean, he's got an opportunity. He's one-on-one on Terrell Lewis.
Oh,
Anything
mate.
could have happened. You think back to last week's game, Jimmy missed a couple blown coverages by Denver, but then he hit Deebo Samuel when he was wide open. It was an underthrown ball. That looked a lot like some of those throws we saw last week.
Donald not
ball.
out there, and this ball is
mate.
knocked into the air by Ramsey. He
Jimmy's
was in there
done
with
dopey
Leonard
again. He's
Floyd,
getting to
and Ramsey
dopey
got
mode.
up and
He's
got a
had the
hand
ball.
on
Jimmy
it, third
goes
down
to
and
the
10.
right.
They have
And
a
the
little
Rams player was
something,
there,
too.
nearly
If
intercepted,
Ramsey
nearly.
working that star position, and he's able to get a hand on the ball, because if he doesn't, there were blockers out in front, and Ray McLeod.
Seriously, right there in
No
front of
telling
you.
what he might have been able to do with the ball. A couple now missed opportunities on back-to-back plays.
Oh, here we go again. Jimmy G's got the
Third
ball.
down and 10.
Throws
Garoppolo
nice deep
fires
right.
too high for Juwan Jennings, and he had Jennings open
Trying to
and
get
missed
Jennings,
it.
but it was too
Yeah,
high.
and the Rams bring a blitz, so there's a 5-man rush, and the 49ers pick it up beautifully. So he had time in the pocket, and if he's just able to
Mate,
keep this one
that was a
down,
nice throw.
There was room
Gutted
to
he
run
couldn't
there
get
for
to it.
Juwan Jennings.
Three and out
And
with
now we're
three
patting
straight
it back
incompletions
again.
from
This is where we get the
Garoppolo.
sloppy plays now.
Punt by Wisnowski. Fair catch, hauled in by Brandon Powell. And just a 42-yard punt. We are back in 30 seconds after a word.
So, offensively on this play, crap. Jimmy G's gone. It's a dumb mode again. He's got the ball, goes deep right, and there's a man in front of him, still throws the ball, and the Rams defense has a hand on it. You can't get dopey, man. So he's going back to stupidness again. Sadly, tried to get it to Jennings, bit too high, bit too low, bit too out, whatever. Offensively, all right, but
With this
you know what I mean.
reshuffled
We'll
offensive
find
line.
out what the Rams offensively
Rams
can
starting
do.
with the ball at their 35, down 7-3. Coloni in at center.
Right, so Stafford's got the
Stafford
ball, running
rolls out
deep
to
right,
his
no one's
left.
getting to him.
Hits
Runs it
Higbee,
slow
who
throw.
gets hit immediately by Mosley, but a nice play on first down, a gain of 7.
Well, you look at this game and the 49ers and what they've done. They, coming into this game, not a big blitzing team. They blitz the third least in the NFL, but tonight on drop back passes, they blitzed them on 6 of 12. Tonight, D'Amico Ryans has changed it up. They've had success doing it, and they've been able to get after Matthew Stafford.
Right, here we go. And I've got over first.
Stafford ends up on top of the football, goes forward
No, not
to
even
bring
a
up
first.
third down as he gets just 2.
A long way to go. There was no one over the center, but that's about the longest I've ever seen someone trying to run the quarterback sneak to pick up.
Yeah.
Especially the guy who came off the field last series with a bum ankle.
Here we go again.
Brings up third down and 1.
Ah, what's he doing? Defense, and now we're doing
And movement
crap.
with Givens. And this is going to give the Rams a first down by penalty.
Encroachment, number 90, defense. 5-yard penalty, results in a first down.
And he's right over the ball.
Sometimes those are the ones you get because you can use voice inflection, although it looked like he was just going off of the center dropping his head, because I didn't see Stafford bark out any cadence. So, yeah, not good.
That's the first San Francisco penalty of the game.
I always see at practice those defensive line coaches with the football tied
here
to
we
a
go
pole.
again.
You know, I mean,
Stafford's got the ball running in the middle.
Here's Akers.
Got him down.
Over the right side, a nice gain on first down. Pickup of 6.
Akers had that fumble last week and had a big one in last year's playoff, but Sean McVay was a little critical after the week 1 game against Buffalo on how he was running the football, but very happy with how he's done. Obviously wants him to protect the ball, but as far as seeing the hole and hitting it, been much better.
2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4. Stafford trying to set up a screen.
And
instead, he comes out to Higbee.
And
his 5th catch and a first down. Looked like they were trying to set something up to Akers, but he comes out to the tight end and picks up 7.
Well, I think this is the first snap tonight of anything other than 3 wide receivers. So they go 2 tight end, and then they're able to run the screen play, take advantage of that pass rush by the 49ers, get the ball into the hands of Higbee, and picks up a nice gain. Rams, of course, over the years with McVay, run more 3 wide receiver than any other team in the league. This year at 97%, and before that snap, that's all they had run in this game was 3 wide receivers.
Stafford's got the ball.
Stafford
and
keeps,
he's going for a big long throw to the left, and
on the sideline, got it.
Cup.
Both feet down and out of bounds with 18 yards.
This is so good by Cooper Kupp, and the acceleration right there, that's where you get him beat. You've got Mosley there at corner, but as soon as you threaten down the field vertically, the hips turn, and you win every time. And that's when you know you're a good wide receiver, when you can beat leverage with your ability to run a route.
20-yard line, 20
doing
yards.
Some really good things, and of course, Kupp's been doing some really good things for a long time.
And then do a toe drag like you're getting out of bed.
Stafford's got the ball, hands it off, and they're going for a run. Over for
and a nice play drawn up by Sean McVay. Brandon Powell, his 3rd rushing play of the season. This one gets 11.
Yeah, Brandon Powell, I called him Ben earlier. My apologies to him and his family, but pretty good design there. Not a real big guy, not overly fast. He's got great quickness. And I asked Sean about him. He hadn't played a whole lot over the last few games, but wanted to get him more involved.
Crazy.
Again, he's like Skoranek, just a guy you can do a lot of different things with.
1st and goal just inside the 10.
Boom.
One-on-one tackle made by Mosley.
Brilliant.
Good play.
Defended well.
Really good play.
Mosley
Not
was there
easy
on that
to do.
as well. 2nd and goal.
Be able to tackle Cooper Kupp
Defended
in the
well. Kupp goes
open
left.
field. He's trying to spin out of this back to the sidelines. Good move by Kupp. But you mentioned it on that opening drive by the Rams. Yeah, they moved it, but then they had to settle for 3. So here they are once again. And, you know, this is ultimately, when you look back on these games, who won, who lost, a lot of that is obviously decided down here in the red zone.
Play clock is at 4.
Boom.
No problem.
Stafford's got the ball.
Good protection
For a long
the middle
throw.
And incomplete for Skoranek.
Cleared away by the defense.
Dangerous throw over the middle and a little too far for Skoranek.
Well, Cooper Kupp is going to draw attention. They're going to play inside out on him, but then he breaks out, and they're waiting on him to break in. They're going to drop him. So a good read by Stafford, just not able to connect then and make the catch.
Here we go again.
Now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. All on this. Can the defense of the 49ers keep up with this? All right, Stafford's got the ball. He's thrown deep in the middle. Brilliant incomplete pass.
With Kupp the target. And it brings up 4th down, so stalling again Inside the 20 are the Rams.
You don't see this a lot. Kupp is actually, he's singled up. Fred Warner is on him, and Stafford knew it. So he's immediately understanding the route. He's going to push it to the end zone and fully expected to have a touchdown on that throw.
Matt Gay, first field goal.
Matt Gay hit from 39. This one from 29.
29-yard attempt. And it's good.
It's a one-point game.
6-7.
And the former fifth-round pick by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers has made 38 straight from 45 yards and in. 7-6 first half in Santa Clara.
Well, at the moment, defensively, we're building up. We're doing good again because we've done crap so far, but we keep building it up. Soon as Rams get the first and goal, nowhere. Second and goal, nowhere. Third and goal, nowhere. So we had them on point. So back in the zone sort of thing. So we're doing all right. Not too bad at all. Honestly. Now it's just a waiting game with the adverts. It's taking long. Da, 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 da. It's just a waiting game. These adverts take long. This is long-winded, man. Jesus, these adverts take long. Oh, we're back in. Colts and Broncos. That's going to be a late game. Right, back in.
Place for entrepreneurs, venture capitalists, as well as former Niners players. Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott is a regular.
622.
At Buck's Restaurant of Woodside.
Great Ronnie Lott. Wonder if he's in the building tonight.
Well, Jerry Rice is in the building tonight. Did not see Ronnie.
Here we go. Going for a touchback.
Well, off to the cartoon world we go. It's been a road of sharp turns for Kyle Shanahan's 49ers. He went 10-22 in his first two seasons, but able to right the trolley, earning a trip to Super Bowl 54. 6-10 season followed before returning to the NFC title game last season. Will there be more turns in their chase for the Lombardi trophy? And before Twitter goes crazy, we know that those trolley cars do not go down Lombard Street.
Yeah,
so just put your phone
relax.
down. Just stop right now.
Right.
I can't believe they had a trolley on Lombard Street. Here's Ayuk, who's able to stay upright
in the 30-yard line
and fight his way for 4 as the rookie Darian Kendrick made the stop.
Well, came into this game talking about how I felt that the 49ers would have to run the ball a minimum of 30 times in this game to give themselves a chance, and they're going to have to pick it up if that's going to be the case. They've only run it 6 times so far, and other than the big touchdown run by Jeff Wilson, they haven't had much success. Instead, They've elected to get the ball out quickly in the passing game with Jimmy Garoppolo, and that last series not so good, but otherwise they're pretty effective.
Got the ball.
Here's Wilson.
Off to Wilson.
Has the only touchdown of the night.
Yards.
3rd down and short coming up.
You know, and so these 3rd downs, mentioned it. You know, they had hit their first 2, and now they've not converted their last 2. They're 2 for 4 here in the first half, but that's how you're able to accumulate those rushing attempts, is keeping possession of the ball, continue to pound them. When you do get to 3rd down, convert. Defense, of course, keeping the score down. That has been the way that the 49ers have won when they beat this team.
All right, Jimmy G's got the ball,
Garoppolo's
running for a middle himself, and he goes for a 1st and 10 himself. Jimmy G runs the ball over for a 1st and 10. Fair play. Absolutely fair play to that.
Really good job by Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo running himself, moving the ball himself. Sees a gap when he went for it.
Over there on Aaron Donald, and Jimmy picks it up. But Raheem Morris, the defensive coordinator for the Rams, I think he does a good job. Obviously, Aaron Donald attracts a lot of attention, but he does some things within the scheme in order to give Aaron Donald opportunity to
here we go
have
again.
less people focused on
Jimmy's
him.
got the ball. Hands it off to Wilson. The running
Here's
for
the
the
toss to
middle.
Wilson. Nice run on 1st down. So far for George Kittle, the 3-time Pro Bowl tight end, he has no targets. And a guy who Jimmy G has targeted more in their time together here with the 49ers since 2017, but number 10 has not looked his way once.
Yeah, a little surprising just because of the connection that they have, but I'd have to believe that that's going to be changing here real soon. Of course, you know, coming off the injury that he had and back in the lineup last week, he's probably a little bit like Jimmy himself. He's shaking off some of the rust.
Jimmy just got the ball, going for another
An injury
run.
cost him the first 2 games. Here's a nice play made by Aaron Donald. No surprise as he brings down Wilson with just a gain of 1.
And what we probably haven't talked enough about so far
at the moment
is the fact that
I'm
they
trying
are
this running game
without
again.
Elijah
It's not
Mitchell,
working.
who
It's
went
worked
down
once,
just 6
maybe
carries
twice so
in
far.
week 1, and what a terrific
It's time to
running
go for a
back
throw.
he is. And
Well,
so
3rd and 3.
there is a part of Kyle Shanahan. They brought up Tevin Coleman, a guy who's got a history with the 49ers and with Kyle Shanahan going back to Atlanta. But Kyle a little unsure just whether or not he really has the horses at the running back to play the style of football that he'd really like to be able to play right now.
Jimmy's got the ball, throws left. Debo got the catch and he's on. And he's going 40 yards, 35, 30, 25, 20, still going. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Unbelievable by Samuel. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's unreal. Brilliant play. Very lucky as well. Very lucky as well, but that was an incredible play. 57 yards of reception to Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel, 57 yards of reception. Unbelievable play. Unreal. You couldn't make that up. That come out of nowhere. Brilliant play. Robbie Gold with the kick, and the kick is good.
They needed 3 on 3rd down. They got 57 and one of the better catches and runs you'll ever see.
Really good. Sometimes you get fortunate, too, as a quarterback. Darion Kendrick, if he throws this on the money lower,
Samuel's running, nearly got covered by number 6. He nearly got the ball for the defense, nearly intercepted, but Samuel's got the ball. He's go past one guy, goes past 2, nearly tackled by a 3rd one. Got him when he went for his legs, and he went out of that. Honestly, so Sam, honestly, that's lucky. So as Sam's got the ball, it's come there, and the defense's hand was there as he's gone through. Oh, that was so lucky, but what a mate. Jimmy gets your heart right.
Went for it, and the 49ers made him pay, and there's our man, Jerry Rice, the greatest to ever do it.
Honestly.
Loving every minute of it. Just get it in his hands and let him go. And he is so hard to bring to the ground.
Honestly, man.
And he just proves it game after game.
I love everything about him. I love his toughness. I love his unselfishness, the things that he did last year and what he continues to do. And He's my favorite player in the league right now.
Honestly,
for all
man.
the reasons that I just stated. He's dynamic to watch. And he
Absolutely
just ignited
fantastic.
this 49er
That was
faithful.
brilliant by Samuel. Mate, Jimmy G yet again still gets your
Longest play of
heart
the season for
rated.
San Francisco.
He threw it, and a defensive player knew it was
57
there.
yards and the longest
Right,
allowed
Rams are
by
going
the
for a
Rams
run
defense.
themselves.
Powell gets knocked down at the 21.
Powell gets knocked out at the 21-yard line, mate.
I think when you go back and look at Deebo Samuel after that loss, 49ers had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter on the road in the championship game at the Rams. They lost. And you see how emotional Deebo Samuel was. I just think this guy gave everything he had. Everything he had. And they came so close to Super
Jimmy
Bowl
does
56.
You remember in that game,
So close
the
not to get it
punishment
intercepted,
that-
but great
that
catch
he
by
was
Samuel.
taking and how much pain
Two
he was in
defenders are
throughout
going to get
that
on him.
game,
Third
and yet
goal of
he
his
wouldn't
leg, and
be
he
denied.
swindled
He
out of
just kept
that.
coming out and lining up and bringing it. He's fun to watch.
Here's a nice play. And
Oh, he
after the
intercepted.
tip, incomplete, no pick.
Oh,
As Kevin Gibbons got his hand on it. And Dre Greenlaw was inches away from the interception.
so we need it, mate. The defense nearly got an interception back. This is it. Home games. Get you rolled up. So Stafford goes for a throw, Gibbons his hand, catches
They
it,
get a big
and it comes
turnover
out,
there after
and
what just happened.
Greenlaw nearly
This
picks it
game
up,
can
but
get
it
away
hit the
from you
ground
in a
first.
hurry. This is a big set of
Here
downs.
we
I'm
go.
not saying they've got to go score, but they cannot go
Boom.
3 and out.
They're going for a run.
Hand off to Henderson on second
Handed off to
and 10,
Henderson.
and
They've
Darrell
made up
gets
some
5.
yards. Third down. Go on, get him on a
Yeah, right now
defense.
with the
Get
play
that ball
clock
back.
and you see the
14-6.
what's left in this first half. Stafford, I would bet everything I have they're going to let this thing go down to the 2-minute warning.
Third and 5.
I may be walking home.
It's a big bet. That is a
Here
big
we
bet.
go.
I read the New York Post. 3rd down and 5.
Here we go.
You win. You won your
minutes.
bet, holding your breath over there. Thinking you had to give it all up, all that hard work.
Deebo Samuel's made the play.
reminding
He's made
everybody
the play
just
today,
how
yeah.
great number 19 is. 57 yards, electrifying. 2-minute warning, 49ers up 8.
Mate, really well played so far. Well, you can't fault none of it yet. Samuel, great catch. But yet again, Jimmy Garoppolo gets your heart. That guy gets your heart rated. So Jimmy G has the ball. He sees Deebo. But per yet as usual, what does Jimmy G always forget? There's someone there knowing what you're going to do. As he throws it. As he throws, and it comes like the defensive player's hand, it just goes over his hand. How quick Deebo Samuel responded, and how well he got that out. And he just ran for his life. 3 defenders on him, and I think the 4th got his leg, but he swindled out of that. Absolute amazing play by the 49ers. Absolutely brilliant. So at the moment, all going well. Yeah, can't make it up yet. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. All right, back in again.
Time, Chris Berman's fastest 3 minutes. Adam Schefter's insider update on Dak Prescott and Tua Tagovailoa. Coming up at the half with Susie Kolber, Booger McFarland, and Adam Schefter.
All right,
Meanwhile, Cooper Rush, who we
3rd
saw
and
last
5,
Monday Night
2-minute
Meadowlands,
warning.
is one of his
Here we
first
go.
4
Can we
starts
defend it?
in the NFL? 49ers have made 4 straight 3rd down stops, 3rd and 5.
Stafford's got the ball. Stafford's got the
Quick
ball.
set up
Throws.
and throw, and a
He's
nice
gone over
catch
a
for the
first.
first down. That's Cooper Kupp.
Well, they had 2 guys, as you can imagine, on 3rd and medium that they're going to be playing.
Lucky.
2 guys on Cooper Kupp, but just because of this chemistry that Stafford and he have, they're able to complete it anyway.
Brilliant. Stafford's got the ball.
Pass
Throw.
is caught. And it's Kupp again. I mean, they're not getting much out of Allen Robinson
Cooper
yet.
No.
And it's been Cooper Kupp left, Cooper Kupp
And
right.
at the
Cooper Kupp
moment,
has been
doing well
targeted
so
10
far.
times here in this first half. And Allen, you know, it's been the Cooper Kupp and Tyler
Rams
Higbee
moving
show.
up.
I mean, no one else has
40-yard
really done a
line.
whole lot.
2nd and
Someone
2.
else needs to
Stafford's
step
got
up.
the ball.
Here's a
Got
sack for
sacked.
San Francisco.
Sacked again by the great
As O'Menu
defense of the
got
49ers.
home, and Fred Warner was there as well, a loss of 11.
Mate.
The protection with this offensive line breaks down.
Yeah, they run a game here, and then they bring Fred Warner. We've seen him now a few times, and when they have brought him, he's had success.
Brilliant.
I mean, just a
Absolutely
jailbreak
brilliant.
up front. This
3
offensive
sacks for
line,
the
they've gone
49ers
through 2
against
left guards, 3 centers,
Rams.
and 4 right guards in 4 games.
All right, Stafford's got the ball, and the Rams are kicking
Stafford
in,
is
and the
hit
Rams we
again,
sacked
and down he
again.
goes.
Brilliant defense.
Lenore off the edge.
The Rams had the right idea. They brought Tyler Higbee to that side, and he's going to help pick it up.
Honestly,
but
man.
he whiffs. And here comes Lenore, and that, like I talked
Brilliant.
about, his role as a nickelback now, and he's good coming off the edge with the blitz.
Absolutely
I mean, he
brilliant.
found a position and they found a player, but just an outstanding job. And the story
4
here in this
sacks
first
tonight.
half defensively for the
49ers
49ers
defense. You
is
can't
the
make
blitz
it up.
that D'Amico
Defense are going
Ryans
great
has
for the
dialed up.
49ers.
They have not shown to be much of a blitzing team because
Honestly,
they're so
man.
good with
Doing
that
so
defensive front
well, the
four. But
defense.
today he has brought them, and it has paid a
So
lot of
well.
dividends for him.
You know what that defense has done in the early part of the season, just shut down
Honest to
work.
God.
Fan is on the field, so we'll have a bit of a stoppage. And
There's a
now
what?
some
There's
of
a
the
fan
Rams
on the field.
players get involved.
So now we're
And
waiting.
Bobby Wagner had enough. He just took the fan down.
Yeah, that fan's.
Meanwhile, let's talk about this offense for the Rams. Allen Robinson, they bring him in as a free agent. He was with the Bears the previous 4 years. They're looking for somebody to take the top off of the defense. They don't have it. They drafted Tutu Atwell, 2nd round from Louisville last year. They had Deshaun Jackson there last year. Eventually, they get Odell Beckham, who was
Honestly, man.
phenomenal. Just
See, this is what
tore
pisses
his
me off. A
ACL
fan
in
goes
the
onto the
Super
fucking
Bowl.
field,
I think
and
it
he
would
gives
be a shock
these
if
Rams
he
guys,
doesn't come back
which are now in
to
a
this
huddle,
Rams team at some point.
you know what I mean? Giving him time
They
to
loved
talk,
him, they
giving him
loved
time
his
to breathe,
leadership.
giving him time to
But
catch
outside
up,
of Cooper
giving
Kupp
him
and
time
Higbee,
to
as you
plan
said,
something
nobody on
decent.
the outside
This
is
what
doing
pisses
anything
me
for the
off.
Rams.
Yeah,
Honestly.
you're on it, Joe. And Van Jefferson
fan
is the
comes
guy
on,
they really
ruins
miss.
it.
He's the deep threat. But Allen Robinson can do some
Right, here we
things
go.
as well.
Set foot
And I
from
agree
22,
with you.
punting
They've
it
got a
away.
locker for Odell
Back.
Beckham Jr. They're just waiting for him to come occupy it.
And we've got the
Good
ball.
punt by Riley Dixon.
And they go for a run. 20,
McLeod
25,
on the
30
return
yards.
out to the
Not bad.
31. 59-yard punt. Longest of the season for Dixon. The MLB playoffs start Friday with a best-of-3 wild card round. And we'll have games on ESPN and ABC. The first of 4 Friday games start at 1 Eastern on ESPN. 2 o'clock game is on ABC.
2022
and the 4
Major League Baseball
and
wild
8
card.
are back on ESPN. So fun time of year. The opening round of the playoffs on ABC and ESPN.
Well, Joe, looking at this right now, 31 seconds. They need about 35, 36 yards roughly
Oh,
in
here we
there in order to have a 50-yard field goal attempt. They've got 1 timeout remaining.
Right, Jimmy G's got the ball. Throws
Here's
right to Wilson
McLeod,
Jr.
and Ray Ray is
Or
out
Ray Ray McLeod,
to the
sorry.
37, a gain of 7.
You know, here's where you got to get moving, and what Jimmy's done is he's making the receivers cross over, and that kills time when you do that.
2nd and 3. Take your time, man. Just
Second
run the
and
clock
3.
down.
Quick throw
Oh,
to
you
Samuel.
idiot. It's only when he got the ball, but it was defended by the
With
Rams. But
Kendrick,
take your
the
time.
rookie, there to make the stop. They love Darion Kendrick. And even though he's getting the start because of injuries in the secondary, there's some in the organization believe Kendrick will stay there as the starting corner once everybody comes back.
I don't know Darion Kendrick, but I'm betting that he's an extremely confident player just watching him, because going for the touch or going for the interception earlier, Deebo Samuel takes it to the house, and he drove on that one. He was waiting to jump in as well. So I would expect to see a double move on him.
Third down,
got the ball deep, long, left.
Out, and this is
mental.
3 and out.
That was the most dumbest thing I've seen
now
yet.
2 seconds remaining in the half, and there's Kendrick again, this time on Ray McLeod.
Yeah, he hasn't been shy about doing a little barking after some of these plays.
Former wide receiver at Clemson, moved to corner, then moved it all to Georgia. Did not run a good 40, so he slid down to the 6th round. Was in the concussion protocol after the game in Arizona, cleared it. Led the team in tackles last week in the Rams win. And
when you're playing opposite of Jalen Ramsey, you can expect to get a lot of targets.
Going for a play.
4th down and 3, they just throw it downfield, and that will end
it's ended
the half. So instead of the punt, they just kill the rest of the clock. And this half ends with the 49ers on top by 8.
Well,
14-6. Fun first half. Stay tuned.
It was a
the
fun first
All-State
half.
halftime comes your way next.
I'm the captain of the Pee Wee football.
Too bad at all. Pretty wasted at the end, but hey ho. Madness. Absolutely madness. So, it's half time, so I'm going to go for a 5-minute break. Before I do, how was the first half? First half was absolutely great. It was really, really good. Offensive. Overall, the 49ers offense, really, really, really good. Not great, but really, really, really good. We're pushing on, pushing well. Jimmy G does what he does best. He can give you some great plays, but at the same time, he does dumb stuff, which we all know of, which we all flipping know, right? He does give you dumb stuff, but like I said, he recovers that back. There was a play that he made. Someone was deep right, and as he throws it, there's a defensive player for the Rams with his hand out right in front of him. So as he's eyeballing there, right? If I'm eyeballing there and the bloke's there, great eye vision. No, he still throws the ball, which is absolutely bizarre. Makes no sense. The second one was lucky. He's got the ball. He sees Deebo. He throws it. But there's a defensive player knows what he's doing. The luckiest thing was he didn't catch it by his hand. His hand was out, and he's gone way past his hand. He was yay touch from his hand. And Deebo grabs it, and he gets that touchdown, which is blinding. Offensively, really, really, really good. Defensively, great so far. So far. I think we've done really well defensively. We've picked him off on tight games. You know, they went down to our ends for a 1st and goal, blocked, 2nd and goal, blocked, 3rd and goal, blocked. And then they punted, and I just got the field goal. At the moment, it's yeah. Oh yes, going a bit mental so far. But at this moment, it's not going too bad. For the 49ers, not going too bad at all. Doing really well. But other than that, that is it so far. Pretty annoying, I know, but we're just waiting now. So we're waiting until the game begins, and I'll put back on the commentary and everything else as well. Leave a comment. Are you going to the Giants and Packers game if you're in the UK to Tottenham? I will. I'll give you a vlog as well to see what it's like for you guys of the game. What I'll do, I'll record the game and then I'll a bit of a vlog as well. So at least you get a bit of both. Oosh. Hasn't been too bad. It's been good. Now we're just waiting for the halftime show. They're showing all the Sunday games so far. Unlucky, man, for the Lions not beating the Seahawks. That was a good game, apparently. Cleveland Browns and Falcons. That was a close game and all. The Panthers and the Cardinals. 26-16. The Chargers and the Texans. Oh, close game and all. Broncos and Raiders, mate. Raiders need to step up, man. Oh, I've just seen the Raiders pick up the ball. NFL Prime Time, ESPN Plus. Man, this is long. I'm just waiting. It's long-winded, but I'm just waiting. So once we get everything back in order, I'll put the sound on. So I'll be back in 5. Well, just waiting on the games. But at the moment, 49ers, offensively, very good. Defensively, great. So far. Yeah, but just showing that you don't have a fan that ran on the field. If you're watching this, they're just showing the the fan who ran on the field. Oosh, waiting, taking long. Well, it just showed you the fan. So, I don't know if you can see it. I'll show you the fan who ran on, because it was on, oh, boom, even the global. So, I'll turn it down. I see, I don't know. I don't know if you can see that. So, that's the fan that ran on. I'm showing it again. That's the fan that ran on. Bobby Wagner took him down. Ready? Boom. Oh, you couldn't make that up. But there you go. Fair play to Bobby Wagner. Don't know what the nutcase was doing. But okie dokie. Oosh. Do. Da. This is long-winded. And my camera's gone funny. Still gone funny. Just waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Start of the third quarter. We are coming back in soon on Monday Night Football with Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. Oh, so I put it on.
Witness. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty evenly matched game for the most part. The big difference is San Francisco having two big plays. They had the 30-yard run by Jeff Wilson for a touchdown, and then Deebo Samuel goes for 57 yards. You take those out of the equation, you know, they're right up there pretty much knotted up. But the Rams have to figure out how they're going to be able to block San Francisco. As I mentioned, the 49ers, DeMeco Ryans has been dialing up the blitz. They've been getting home. There's a lot of things happening up front for the Los Angeles Rams, but for them to have a chance, as much as they need to be able to run the ball, I mean, excuse me, throw the ball, because they're not having much success running the ball, they got to give Stafford some time. Easier said than done.
Ray McLeod is waiting for the kick.
Oh, here we go. We're back in third quarter. We've got the ball, taking a knee, touchback.
Check in with Lisa Salters with Sean McVay from just a moment ago.
Sean, Matthew Stafford was sacked 4 times in that first half. What's been the issue with protection?
Really, it's been mental issues. We've had, 2 missed pickups by our backs, 1 bust on another play, and then the other one they did a good job hitting home on a stunt. So give them credit, self-inflicted wounds. We just got to be able to settle in and clean it up.
2 explosives hurt you on defense. What do you have to shore up there?
Just be able to tackle better. Those are 2 great plays by those guys. But we're capable of more. It's going to be a great second half. We knew it'd be this kind of game.
Thank you, Sean.
Yes, bye, Sean. Bye, Sean.
8-point game,
okay,
and now from the 25.
Here we
Garoppolo
go.
ready to
Jimmy's got the
roll.
ball, hands it off to Jeff Wilson Jr.
Wilson
And they ain't gone really nowhere.
got a yard.
Well, that's the part of it for San Francisco. Running the ball for both these teams is going to be a challenge. It always is. It's physical. Kyle Shanahan certainly knows that. But the 49ers have not had really, you take that run by Jeff Wilson out of the equation, they haven't had much success. And so they're having to come at it a little bit differently, and they're having to rely on Jimmy Garoppolo tonight probably a lot more than they had intended.
Daniel Brunskill still at right guard in place of
Go.
Spencer
Jimmy's
Burford.
got the ball, throws
The
deep in the
rookie.
middle.
This one is
Bang!
caught over the middle, and
Picked
that
up
is
by
catch.
Kittle.
And target number 1
Brilliant.
for Kittle.
Kittle gets his play.
20 yards.
That's his best throw of the night. This is one of those where you just
Jimmy
have to
G's
be
best
willing to turn and
throw.
lose,
Kittle's
and
greatest
you're going to
catch.
see the
That's a
coverage
really good catch.
by Ernest Jones,
Boom.
and you've got to throw
53
it. That
Jones
ball's
for the Rams,
coming
trying to get
out
him.
of Garoppolo's hand
Can't get him, man.
before Kittle clears Ernest
Kittle got
Jones,
that ball
and
perfect.
that's
Perfect.
that happens
Fair
just
play,
a lot
man.
of
Fair
time
play.
on the
Done all right
practice
so
field,
far.
a lot
Doing
of
good.
time together in games, and those two have a connection similar to what Stafford and Kupp have.
Right, there we go. Jimmy G's got the ball.
Protection
Jimmy's got the
breaks
ball. Nearly
down.
got sacked.
Garoppolo
Oh, he's come out.
stays up, and the pass is broken up.
And he just
Good
about
play
to
made
throw
by
it to
Grant
Dwelly.
Haley as he flashed
And he
in
nearly
front of
got
the tight end Ross
intercepted.
Dwelly.
See what I mean? A
Second
good
and
thing
10.
by Jimmy and a bad
Well, the
thing by
Rams,
Jimmy.
they come
Jimmy
off
got
the
swallowed up, but he come out. He swallowed
They
himself
rush
out.
5. Jalen Ramsey once
So Jimmy
again
G,
in
yeah,
on the
man.
blitz, but you see
Donald,
the
Aaron
interior
Donald nearly had
pressure,
him. And he come out the
just
pocket.
getting this ball
Just
out,
about to throw
not
it to
taking a
Dwelly.
sack was a
And the
win for
Rams
Jimmy Garoppolo and the Niners.
nearly intercepted the ball, but
Mayshawn Robinson had a chance
calm
at
your
that
shit
sack.
down,
Couldn't bring him
people.
down.
2nd and 10. Chill, Jimmy.
We saw no sacks yet for this Rams defense. 4 for the 49ers.
Here we go. Jimmy G's got the ball. They're handing off to Wilson
Handoff
Jr.
to
going in the
Wilson.
middle.
Able to lunge to the 49 of the Rams and get 5. Nick Scott credited with the tackle.
I like Jeff Wilson and what he has shown. He's not real flashy, but pretty solid player. Free agent out of North Texas back in 2018, and obviously his opportunities have increased with the injury to Elijah
Jeff Wilson
Mitchell.
Jr. Third straight start this
Does a
season.
good job.
Replaced week 1
You know,
start,
they've
Eli Mitchell.
certainly
injured
Mike
reserve
Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan, they've had a lot of success with a lot of different guys in their backfields.
Right, Jimmy G's got the ball, throws
Pass underneath
left to
to
Samuel.
And a strong tackle. No gain on the play as
No
Ernest
gain at all.
Jones made the stop, and that will bring up 4th down, and Wisnowski comes on for the 49ers.
And they're going to punt.
Yeah, they might have. This would have been close. Kyle Juszczyk right here. He's going to take off right down the middle. And if Jimmy had seen that, you can see Juszczyk at the top of the screen after the ball comes out. But Jimmy have been able to see that. And listen, there'll be people who watch it and say that Jimmy should have seen it. You don't always see everything on the field.
But
had he have caught it, that would have been a
Kicks it
touchdown.
away.
Powell stays away. Starts to go backward, and that ball is tapped down outside the 15. 31-yard punt. The first possession, second half for the Rams.
Well, at the moment, offensively, did all right, but the defense is now opening up for the Rams. No mistakes. They can't give out too many mistakes now, man. They just can't. They shouldn't do it, but they're doing it. So yeah, offensively doing well, defensively, ooh. Offensively doing, we're doing good, but not very good so far. But this is so far. We've still got lots to go to. Loads to do. Now we're just waiting.
Sacks in the first half by the 49ers. D'Amico Ryans, as I've talked about, not a big blitz team, but some of the games that they've run that have gotten people home. That time, Nick Bosa, just a really well-executed stunt up front. And here's Lenore coming off the slot, and Matthew Stafford just doesn't see it. So they've mixed things up. It's not just been a four-man rush, and when they have brought the fifth guy, they have been able to be effective with it, and they've roughed up Stafford pretty much.
3 of the 4 sacks have come on the blitz. This defense off to a great start. Pass is thrown out to the sideline and Cup. 49ers have yet to allow a first-half touchdown for the season. The only team that can say that. And for the third time in the last 4 possessions, the Rams start inside their own 25.
Hey, you got Nick Bosa. He's going to take an inside rush, and he gets pressure on Stafford again. And a lot of times, I can tell you, as a quarterback, it's you know, you count the sacks, and those obviously count for lost yardage and everything else. But for a quarterback in his timing, when you're getting hit and roughed up the way that Stafford is, it throws everything off. It is just as effective, even when you're not getting them to the ground.
2nd and 6. Here's Cup on this side to catch the turn. The first down, and he's out to the 34, where he gets stood up by Hufanga. Charvarius Ward was out there as well, a 12-yard completion.
Well, they stack the receivers, and it allows Cup to be able to come off the ball in a pretty easy completion. And like we talked about, it's just been him and Tyler Higbee and Allen Robinson right there in the middle of your screen. He's the guy who he's done some good things.
Listen, these guys are pushing, man. They've had all this time.
Much like Odell Beckham did a year ago. You go from being the guy in Chicago, and then you're a role player to Cooper Kupp.
Right. Stafford's got the ball, throws in the middle, open.
That's Skoranek. He's to midfield. So Ben Skoranek, who's been playing fullback the last couple of weeks, makes the catch and gets 16.
You know, just hearing that sounds funny. Ben Skoranek, great job by him adjusting and catching the football.
Going back down that
yeah, I mean, to be able to make those kinds of plays, and then when you see him, he's 6'3" and 225 pounds. But, you know, Cam Akers can't feel real good when he's his lead blocker from the backfield. I don't know, maybe he does. I don't think so.
First down. Henderson carries over the right side, and we've seen a lot more of Darrell Henderson than we have Cam Akers. The last few possessions, he gets 3. Well, Skoranek, it's not just for show. I mean, he's been throwing good blocks. He had one on J.J. Watt in the Arizona game, so he can handle it.
He definitely can.
And he's been able to get open while starting the play in the
got
backfield.
The ball for 2nd and 6, throws in the middle, over for first again.
First down Rams.
There's no
just
shots
like the first
covering.
time the Rams had it. When Matthew Stafford started the game 7 for 7, he has yet to throw an incompletion here at the beginning of the second half.
They've kind of gone up tempo a little bit here on this drive as well. They're speeding it up somewhat, starting to put a little bit of pressure on the 49ers, and just based on what we saw there in that first half, I would expect now with the Rams with the ball on the 35-yard line that we'll see some pressure from the 49ers.
Stafford 4 for 4 on this drive. Akers back in there.
There we go.
They fake it to him,
Stafford's
looking
got the
for
ball.
Higbee and overthrown.
Oh.
You know, Cooper Kupp
Higbee,
is sensational. The numbers speak for themselves. But the job that Sean McVay does scheming to get him open, I mean, that's the difference maker. And Cooper Kupp, he'd be the first to tell you that.
There's no doubt that there's a lot to it. There's a lot that goes into that as to how do you open up a guy that gets so much attention, and Sean McVay's been able to do it the same way that Kyle Shanahan's been able to do it with Deebo Samuel. I think these two guys are, you know, people say it in every broadcast, I think they're the two best offensive minds in the game.
There's Kupp again, makes the catch, and he's going to be short of the first down as Greenlaw
Oh,
made the
they're
tackle,
going
so
over for a
third down
first,
coming
mate.
up.
I think they're going to go for a first, mate. This defense is looking janky. How they look janky.
You know, it becomes big just because the Rams have struggled to just cash in, and you know they've gotten movement, they've moved the football, and then they get down to this area of the field and they've just failed to sustain the drive and get it in the end zone.
Henderson wide to the top of the screen, third down and 3.
There we go.
Extra men on the rush, pass is caught, but Robinson is short. First catch, second target.
Fourth down.
A gain of 2, and it's fourth down.
Well, it's a great route. This is what he does well. He can really create separation in short spaces. This throw just gets away from Stafford. Watch the release that he has on Mosley. And if he's able to catch that without losing his feet, he forces Mosley to make a really difficult catch, and not surprised by the decision of Sean McVay here.
Fourth down and 1, and they go.
Oh, there we go. Boom, going for the run in the middle.
Akers.
And he went over, for fuck's sake.
First down at the 22 for the Rams.
This is going to be
here's a good look at it up front.
This is going to be
good
so
push
damn
there
tight.
on that right side that before he's even close to getting any contact, he's across the line to gain.
Alaric Jackson, who started the season as a backup, he's now the crafty veteran up on that offensive line, playing right guard. Did a nice job making his second career start there. Quick snap, Stafford.
There you go, Stafford's got the ball. Oh, he's going to get swallowed up. He's come out, he's going to get swallowed up. Oh no, he's just gone on the ground.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
He went on the, he dropped down himself.
A loss of 1. That'll go down as a sack in the 5th of the night for the 49ers.
Oh.
That was with a 4-man rush as well. So, D'Amico Ryans, I do think he's done an outstanding job. He did last year as well, taking over for Robert Saleh when he got that head job in New York. And they're playing well tonight.
Oh, go on, grab him. Stafford throws over
Off the right hand
number
of
3.
Akers and a flag.
Oh, apparently there's a flag. There's holding, I think, on us.
As Akers was covered by Greenlaw, and this is against San Francisco. We'll see who's guilty.
Right, this isn't a flag.
Illegal contact. Number 54, defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
So that was away from where the pass was thrown and called against Fred Warner.
Yeah, I saw it. It looked to me like Kupp had initiated the contact. Fred Warner is playing him. Here he is right here. And, of course, Kupp there, number 10. You're going to see Kupp come off the ball. And Kupp then goes in towards him as much as anything. I don't like the call. What do you think,
I don't like the call. He didn't even do nothing.
Then there's no movement left or right.
He went into Fred Warner, and Fred Warner just stood there. Didn't barge him off.
So first down and 10.
That was bizarre. That's a bit shit. First and 10. Stafford hands off to number 3. And Jennings smashed him down on the ground. Ain't fucking going nowhere. Second down. The 49ers defense are going back up again. Second and 13. brilliant.
Well, that's the speed of Greenlaw here in the middle. They're going to try to get Coloni up here to block him, the center, but
So Stafford hands off to number 3.
And he's got no chance.
And he ain't
so
having it. Bang, Greenlaw smashes him down on the ground, picks him up, boom, over his head.
Him last year. He missed a lot of time. He came back for the playoffs. And,
unbelievable,
he's
brilliant.
Just one of those guys that has tremendous presence on that
2nd and 13. Just keep the pressure up on them. Defense is going really well. Stafford's got the ball, goes right to number 10. And they're running through, and they've just gone over for another first. That's 1st and goal. See what I mean? We do good, and this shit happens.
First down, Rams. Got a good block from right tackle Rob Havenstein.
Yeah, he sure did. Everybody. I mean, this is one that you get out quickly. And
they do all that numpty stuff. They do all that great stuff, and then do this numpty shit.
I mean, that's
seriously,
really great execution by them. And you're right, Havenstein, the right tackle, he's taken over a little bit of a leadership role with Andrew Whitworth announcing his retirement. Our good buddy now working in our profession.
1st and goal.
Thursday nights, but Havenstein's the one who propels him for the first down.
Cup 4 catches on this drive. 1st and
Stafford's got the ball, throws right. Oh, it was going to Higbee. If Higbee caught it, that would have been a touchdown.
Got back there for the 49ers.
Yeah, that's one I know that Stafford would like to have back. I know that he's under pressure, but this should not have been a hard throw for him. And he drops it down, which we see, and so when you do, he pulls it. And he knows it, because if he gets it to Higbee there, he probably scores.
Rams have come up empty, getting it into the end zone when they've been inside the 20. It's 2nd and goal. 0 for 2 so far.
Oh, here we go again. Right. Stafford's got the ball, throws deep right. Oh, nearly caught it. But who blocked him? Ward? Ward blocked perfect. Great defense once again. Come back on top.
That was an outstanding play because it looked like they had it to Robinson.
So Robinson's going for the ball. He's in the touchdown zone, and Ward just clears it away from his hand. That's a perfect defensive. Perfect on the defense.
Perfectly timed.
Perfect, yeah, perfectly timed, perfectly done well.
3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal. Here we go again. They're going for it again. And they're going for it. Oh, mate. We defended well and nearly got an interception. Oh.
Higbee the target.
Higbee. Oh, mate. We're doing so flipping good.
The unit comes on. That was a miss by Stafford.
Yeah, it was.
So Stafford's got the ball. And Higbee's gone to the left round, to the right as a route. And as he's thrown, Higbee's just keep going right, and it's gone to our hands. Who's that?
By the 49ers, I mean, they're right there.
I know. Oh, man, I don't know who that was.
And Gibson just unable to control.
And we had the ball. It's just come out of our hands. That could have been a great interception. Great interception.
26-yard field goal try.
26-yard field goal. It's good. 9-14
tonight. But these long drives keep coming up short inside the 20.
We need a touchdown to keep him at bay.
14-9 game.
So, at the moment, the Rams are pushed through as much as they can. But defensively, yet again, I think we've done good, not very good. Always have that thing, good, very good, great, out of this world sort of thing, blah, blah, blah. We've done good because I don't think we've done very good. The reason that we've done good is that we do great plays from our defense to keep them at bay, and then we just allow an opening to let them keep going through. But fair play, yet again, good. We've kept straight on the, over the 10 for the 1st and goal, and the defense come back on top again, and it's bizarre, and they stop them at their pace. You know what I mean? 1st and goal, nowhere. 2nd and goal, a great block by Ward. 3rd and goal, it was close to an interception. You see what I mean? Our defense is getting better and better and better. It's good. It's good. Okay, solid. It's really good. But you know what I mean? They're on, but they've gone janky, and they come out as good. So I do not even very good. I say good so far. See what happens, eh? Let's hope Jimmy G gets that touchdown. because we need that touchdown. We need a touchdown. And we are back.
To you by Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car. And Target, expect more, pay less. Well, on a beautiful night, this game has been fun. 14-9 is the score in frustration for the Rams, who on their 3 field goal drives have had the ball for 8 minutes, then 5 minutes, then almost 8 again. But they cannot get it into the end zone and now trail by 5. It's about to kick it back to San Francisco.
Well, I know in talking with Kyle Shanahan, he felt that this would be the biggest test for his defense based on the offenses that they faced in the first 3 weeks. But you know, with the injuries up front for the Rams and you know the other
here we go.
Wide receiver positions, but the 49ers defensively, they keep doing what they've been doing in the first 3 games, just keeping people out of the end zone.
Boom. Right, we've got the ball. Going for a run. 10, 15, 20, 20.
And the ball comes
out. Oh, and the ball comes out loose.
It looked like the 49ers got back on top. But who knows at the bottom of that pile up. And it is San Francisco's ball.
Fucking Christ. So we've got the ball, we lose the ball, and we recovered the ball.
Jordan
we can't
Fuller
make mistakes. Now we're getting janky again.
It looks like Marlon Mack came away with a football.
Seriously.
Let's take a look.
So he's tripped under. Oh,
Fuller knocked it out.
Yeah, it was a big hit, too, watching it when it in real time and just got the helmet right near the ball.
As
shoulder pad,
we were going down, Fuller for the Rams clipped his head on the ball, but all good. Jimmy G's got the ball to Juszczyk. He's going for a run. He's going for a decent run.
The big fullback is out of bounds inside the 40. 6-time Pro Bowler just got 35 on that catch and run.
Well, you're going to see Juszczyk here and what he does, and then these 2 guys here, they take Ayuk. And so you've got Fuller, who jumps. He's the guy who probably should have been playing over the top.
Made up good yards. First and 10, 40-yard line.
Another big gain. Not a lot of them.
Jimmy's got the ball going for the middle run. Made up some yards.
By Wilson. Another offensive line injury in for that down to Lisa Salters.
Hey, Joe, 49ers offensive line, they were already without starting left tackle Trent Williams, and now his replacement, Colton McKivitz, has gone down with a knee injury and is out for the rest of the game.
Oh, McKivitz
is Trent
out.
Williams, a 9-time Pro Bowler, just an all-world left tackle and a leader. Colton McKivitz made his 5th career start tonight, and now they're down to Jalen Moore, who really struggled last week in that Sunday night game at Denver when he took over for Williams when he went down in the 3rd quarter.
And it's why they put Kittle to his side over here.
There we go, right down for a run in the middle
Here's
again.
A
over for a
handoff
first.
to Wilson, who's got a first down at the 25.
Nice job up front, but you're right. To follow up on that, Joe, when Jalen Moore is at left tackle, which as you pointed out, he is, when they're having to throw the ball and everybody knows it, they're going to have to give him some help. This is a good design. Kittle does just enough. You got a good push there on that right side.
Not too bad. Pushing on defensively. We're getting better and better.
So we'll keep an eye on 76.
14-9.
Yeah, so they're lining. They're giving them help.
Clock. Counting down.
If they elect to throw the
ball
here.
25-yard line, maybe 26. I'll say 25-yard line. Jimmy G's got the ball. Hands it off to Jeff Wilson Jr. Running in the middle. Still going in the middle. Still going in the middle. Made up perfect.
Jalen Moore came into the game
2nd and 2
last week, played 7 plays at left tackle, allowed 2 pressures and a sack.
The 49ers putting pressure on the Rams.
They started this game with McKivitz, and now they're back to Moore, the 2nd-year pro from Western Michigan.
Watch Deebo Samuel. It's not all about him running the ball and catching the football. He gets in there and does the dirty work, and he's not alone. All these guys do, and it's they do it for the 49ers, the receivers do, and they do it for the Rams. You talk about the pedigree of these 2 coaches and their lineage together. Well, that's a big part of it. Everybody gets involved.
Jimmy G's got the ball, going for another handover, and have gone over a first on the 10-yard line.
As he spins inside the 10. touching it for the first 2 times on this drive. The catch and now a 9-yard carry.
And this time it's Brandon Ayuk who he collapses and he blocks and gives Juszczyk then the edge.
Juszczyk's doing well.
I said Deebo Samuel's my favorite player. A close second is Kyle Juszczyk. I mean, this guy's just fun to watch.
Mate, Kyle
What's happened
Juszczyk.
to you over there?
I don't know.
Juice.
First and goal from the 8.
What an acquisition he was when they
Here we go again.
brought him in. He was high on their list when they signed him in 2017 after he left Baltimore.
Right, here we go.
Quick
Cole's got
throw,
the ball.
pass caught.
Pass
Samuel
caught. Oh, we're going
just
over. We're still
lowers
Samuel's
his
pushing.
head and spins
Touchdown.
Just short of the end zone as he went right into Bobby
inches.
Wagner. And he got through Wagner and almost got the touchdown.
Inches.
It's an Oklahoma drill there. You got one-on-one. Can you punch it in? Bobby Wagner is able to hold him out with a little help. That's good, tough running.
Wait, oh, mate, we were yay close for another touchdown.
So after the field goal by the Rams, here are the 49ers knocking on the door. 2nd and goal.
Here we go. I think they're going to run it in. Jim's got the ball. Hands
Wilson.
it off. Going for a run. Oh, going nowhere.
What a play.
There was 4 or 5 defense against 2 of a player and another.
They cover everybody up along the offensive front, and it's what we saw from Dre Greenlaw earlier, that Bobby Wagner, he is then unblocked, and he makes the play that he was brought in to make.
9th tackle of the game for Bobby.
Get another beer. Get another beer. Right, so back in. We've still got 1 to go. 4th quarter, but we need that touchdown. This is the problem. Now we're just waiting. Waiting. Oh, back in. Get the game on.
Here. This is now the 15th game this week that's within 1 score in the 4th quarter, the most in a single week in NFL history.
Cannot lose this now. 4th
game
quarter.
this weekend, except last night's game in Tampa.
Here we go.
In that category, it's a 5-point game.
3rd and goal. Jimmy's got the ball. Jimmy's got the ball. Nice throw. Oh, touchdown. Is it a touchdown? Juszczyk.
Touchdown, Kittle.
Kittle's got it. Kittle got the touchdown. Inbounds as well. Brilliant. Kittle's first touchdown. 1 yard touchdown reception. Kittle got it.
It's going
perfect.
To be close
Have a look.
as to whether or not Kittle gets
1.
both feet down. There's 1.
Oh.
And the second one is out. That one's coming back. That was an amazing throw.
Oh, he's out. He looks out.
The way that he was able to lay it
out
there for Kittle. But, yeah, 1, 2's on the line.
Ooh. So then it would be 4th and goal.
Decision
from about the 2.
Under review. No.
They do that expedited review, clearly out. And we'll see what the decision is now on 4th and goal from Kyle Shanahan.
Well, I thought the call in itself, because I thought that Kyle Shanahan would be thinking 4-down territory. I thought they might run it and then see if they pick it up or what kind of yardage they might get. They do play action.
You know what? As a 49ers man and fan, I have to be realistic.
For those wondering, the analytics department would say go for it here. You're leading by 5. The ball is inside the 2. 4th down and goal. But as you see, Robbie Gould is out there for San Francisco.
I don't disagree with this decision. If you make it and you go up 8, in the way that the touchdowns in a lot of ways is a knockout punch. Because unless the Rams just do something they haven't shown an ability to do, they haven't been able to get any big plays and have had a hard time punching anything in. But 8 points with the way their defense is playing, I don't argue with this decision at all.
Delay a game. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
So they will back Robbie Gould up. And the ball will be sitting just inside the 7 to make it a 25-yard try.
Okay. Right, so they're going for it. It's all good. 49. I was shocked. I thought it was out. Fair play. But they're going with it. 25-yard attempt for Robbie Gould. Kick is good.
Knocks it through. And the lead is back to 8. 17-9.
17-9. Okay, so they did over-review it. Oh, okay, so I was wrong. So, if you just tuned in, we all thought Kittle had the ball. Kittle didn't have the ball. So sorry, Kittle had the ball, but his feet were out of bounds. So 1 foot was in, and the 2nd foot was just over the line of out of bounds. And yeah, it was out of bounds. So they took it as a field goal advantage, and we got the field goal. So at the moment, not too bad at all. Unlucky, but offensively good, defensively good. Not too bad at all. So, just waiting now. It's all down to this 4th quarter. All right, here we go.
So good last night in their win against Tampa Bay. And the Raiders coming off their first win after 3 excruciating losses to start the year.
It's always great to go do a game, especially on prime time there at Arrowhead. That'll be a great scene.
Certainly a different look offensively, really, for both teams.
Rams have got the ball.
Coming in. Here is
10,
a fake throw
15,
across
20.
by Powell. They had Jalen Ramsey, who was ready to take that throw if Powell let it fly, but he doesn't, and it's a 16-yard return. Week 4 news and notes. The Eagles
4-0. For first time since 2004.
Undefeated.
The Eagles undefeated team.
But they look
only
phenomenal.
undefeated team.
And that starts with Jalen Hurts. Javonte Williams, terrible news. Tore his ACL and LCL at the Raiders. He's out for the rest of the year, and Mahomes was awesome. As we just basically expect.
Yeah, but you're right. The Eagles, everybody thought they'd be good. I think they're the surprise right now. Not a big surprise, but just they have looked dominant.
Yep, Ramsey
Nice play in the backfield as
49ers
Akers is knocked down by
on
Givens.
point.
A loss of 2.
Yeah, so right now, looking at this game, the difference, as we said at halftime, has been the big plays that the 49ers have been able to get. The Rams, they've yet to even get a 20-yard play. So you just, to score points, it is hard, and it's been proven here by the Rams, to just march the ball down the field and punch it in the end zone. You need big chunks. And
there is
there's our guy, Ben Skoranek.
Injured man
the game plan changes a little bit if he's not able to come back and play, because he has been a versatile part of what they're doing. But that was a problem over the first 3 games as we take a look at whatever might have happened to him. At the end of this, doesn't look like much, but anyway, the Rams last year were 3rd in the NFL in big pass plays, and they have not had those this year for all the reasons that we've already laid out, and they haven't gotten any tonight, and it's made things really hard on them.
Stafford's got the
2nd
ball.
and 12. Here's Henderson.
Right to a player.
Not much out there
right.
as Warner crashes down and makes the stop, a gain of just 2. And everything's just right around the line of scrimmage. Not much down the field, as you talk about. Not able to stretch this defense. It's now 3rd and 10.
Really well.
Yeah, they're getting them to the line and trying to keep the 49ers from being able to really set up with a defensive scheme. Here they come.
Stafford's got the ball on a 3rd and 10. Throws in the middle and
incomplete
pass. The defense is all over the Rams.
It was Troy said is new to
4th
that
and 10. Not
spot.
Going anywhere.
Was out there defending, and
Perfect.
He's another weapon in the secondary for D'Amico Ryans.
Well, you got Lenore, but you also have the safety who's working to his way, so you can see how much field there is for everyone else,
and
yet
everyone's
nobody else wins. And so even Stafford, he's a veteran quarterback. He sees the safety leave the field. He knows he has opportunity elsewhere, but his trust and confidence, and rightfully so, is with number 10.
Got the ball and going for a run. 25, 30,
McLeod
35, 40, 45-yard line.
And it was the punter, Riley
honestly,
Dixon, who made the stop.
Home game. The crowd are going mental. Gives them the positivity and the boost to keep
McLeod
going.
almost broke it. 22-yard return after a 56-yard punt, and Dixon, the punter, might have saved points.
Brilliant. Oh, it's interesting. It's getting near the end of the night. It is getting interesting. Perfect. Perfect. Can't wait. Hasn't been too bad at all. All going well. long. Long. Ay. Oh, back him.
And Jimmy G looks for number 19.
Yeah, pass that's high, fortunately for Jimmy Garoppolo, but look at all of the missed tackles. And coming into this game, the Rams, through 3 games, one of the best tackling defenses in all of football. But, boy, too many missed tackles there, and it crushed them. Another big play that obviously resulted in a touchdown for the 49ers.
57 yards.
Right.
Here's Wilson. And Jeff Wilson gets 3 over the left side. Meanwhile, a moment ago on the sideline for the Rams, something that Sean McVay won't like seeing. And that is Tack McKinley, who was just added to the roster.
He's kicking off at the Rams.
Getting
Aaron
into
Donald.
It with
Is that Donald?
Linebacker Justin Hollins, and those two had to be separated.
Yeah, and I know that emotions run hot on sidelines, and I've been a part of some of those heated discussions when I was a player.
But kicking off.
When you see that, the way that unfolded, that is not what you want to see. And this is a team, obviously, with high expectations, and they know on both sides of the ball, they just haven't met their standard.
Toss to Samuel, and Debo takes it into Rams territory, but a flag is down. We have had few of those in the game.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we haven't had a lot of stoppages tonight with penalties.
Total of 4.
Holding. Offense number 64. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Jake Brundle, we do, man.
So against the center, and that'll move the 49ers back 10.
Yeah, Jake Brundle, guy who's played pretty well for the 49ers. He's got his right hand. You see it right there. It was a good call.
Taking over for Alex Mack, who retired in June at the age of 36. A tremendous player. Pro Bowler last year. He went out playing great football. Here is Kittle. And Kittle is knocked down by Grant Haley. A gain of 4 to bring up 3rd down and long.
Third
and long here for Jimmy Garoppolo. I would think that Kyle Shanahan, as we know, Garoppolo can play great, get into a streak, and then just make a throw where you just kind of left a little bit dazed and confused.
Yards, 204.
And I would imagine Kyle Shanahan is going to protect the quarterback from himself and be a little conservative here.
Here we go, 3rd and 13. Can we make something up?
I
better find out. Jimmy G's got the ball. Throw left to Debo. Going for a run. Pushing it for a run. He's gone 40, 45, 30-yard line. What a great pass to Debo.
Kittle threw a great block and 29 yards to Debo Samuel.
Well,
brilliant.
The
There's Kittle blocking.
In the previous possession on 3rd and long now, the 49ers, I mean, they're just hoping, you call play that you think gives
there's a
you
bit of a
chance
scuffle,
to
bit of a scrap.
Got a little
Yes, boys.
going down there on the field. And then he ends up just splitting it and picking up the 1st down. So
there's a bit of a scrap. Always a scrap between the 49ers and the Rams. Rams know they're in trouble.
Joe, this isn't a surprise.
They know they're in trouble.
Bases. They just don't like each other, and there's a lot at stake.
Here we go. So what's going on here? Ayuk's holding.
Ramsey.
He's holding. Yeah, so Ayuk's holding Ramsey. Ramsey's holding Ayuk.
Ramsey took exception that Ayuk wouldn't let go of his jersey, so he grabbed a hold of his face gear.
There's the scruff.
And off they went. But, we believe both these teams are going to be in the postseason, and so this has a lot of significance.
Here we go, 1st and 10.
Even though it's early in the year.
Jimmy's got the ball hand
Here's
off.
Wilson on the right side. Donald makes the play. Loss of 1. That
No
is
more of
5
this pocky
plays
bleeding
tonight by the
running
Rams of 20 or more yards.
And he throws, man.
They've had the 2 big ones on 3rd down. That one on 3rd and long to Debo Samuel. Here's Aaron Donald doing what he does.
Yes, Spencer Buford, he's the one tasked to try to handle number 99 by himself.
Seriously.
You know, it's interesting. Nobody gets double teamed more than Aaron Donald in the last 3 years, and no one has made more plays than Aaron Donald over the last 3 years.
30-yard line, 9 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock, 2nd and 11. Jim's got the ball.
2nd and
nice
11.
Throw. Where the fuck was that going
Kittle
to,
not
Jimmy?
On the same page. So 3rd down.
Nowhere.
Well, I think if you look at Garoppolo's numbers in this game, he's 15 of 26. 230 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions, and I think that's the big thing. But I don't think the numbers tell the story for him. I think he's been pretty good, especially with the way he played last week and how much pressure was on him in a divisional game to play well tonight.
49ers are inside field goal range. Ayuk out on the edge, gets some more yardage. Will bring up 4th down as he's able to take it inside the 25.
Go for a shot again. Ramsey and Ayuk are going for a shouting competition, man. They're not happy at all.
Well, the big play, of course, was the 3rd and long to Deebo Samuel. And he's able to pick up that 1st down, which kept this drive alive. Jalen Ramsey, he definitely is a physical player. He's impressive. And there's
a face mask put in by the 49ers.
Face mask.
Blatant.
But for the 49ers to have an opportunity to get 3 points, this is big 3 points.
42-yard attempt. We're going for a field goal attempt. Here we go. Robbie Gould misses.
Do not. As Robbie Gould pulls it wide left, and this stays an 8-point game.
Yeah, that's a huge miss by Robbie Gould.
That is a huge miss.
42-yard try is no good.
Robbie Gould goes for that guy, mate. That's so wide. Oh, no. With 8 minutes 38, man. So, by that play. Offensively, good. Defensively for the Rams, they're doing really, 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 really good. They're keeping us at bay big time. Ramsey and Ayuk. Oh, bit of a holding face masks, holding jerseys, giving it loud mouths. Very good. Always good on the field. But at the moment, Robbie Gould going for a 40-something odd yard field goal, misses wide, easy. Not looking good so far. But hey ho. Take your time, find out. 8 minutes to go. Waiting game. Here we go. Oh, back on.
Two sides, a lot of respect, but not a lot of love, and we saw that flare up a moment ago with Ramsey and Ayuk. Now back on offense of the Rams, down 8.
1st and 10.
8.5 to go.
The Rams are on it. 25 yards.
Henderson
Stafford
over the
passes
right
ball off
side.
on the 30-yard line.
Able to get 2.
More, if not 2.
Well, those yards have just been hard to come by on the ground. This 49ers defense came into the league, or came into this game 3rd in the NFL, holding opponents to less than 3 yards of rush.
Stafford completes and a first down. Nice throw and catch by Higbee. A gain of 10. By the way, for the 49ers, Eric Armstead is back out with the foot injury. He's been dealing with plantar fasciitis in his right foot. He was iffy during the week, and we're told he is out for the rest of the night, watching with the rest of us. First down, LA.
Yeah, so they came into the game without Kinlaw, and now Eric Armstead, who missed last week's game, he's out of the lineup. 2 pretty significant players in the middle of that defense out.
Stafford, Higbee, a nice gain on first down. Forced out right at midfield, maybe just inside San Francisco territory. Gain of 5.
Mate, 2nd and 5. All coming down to this. Here we go. Stafford's got the ball.
Cup. First down.
Throws the cut. And
perfect throw, put it right on his hip. A gain of 7.
They can't get this touchdown. They just can't. It can't be done, man.
Slow coming
Seriously.
off the ball there, and Matthew Stafford looks like he's going to throw the ball to the front side, but he's coming back to Cup all the way. You see how he just slows it down. They're playing inside and out on him. They got Lenore, and then Greenlaw is looking him up. But because of the way he came off the ball, it still created that window for the completion.
Another 100 yards against the 49ers again
go.
for Cooper Kupp.
Got the ball, throws deep. Right, intercepted. 49ers got the ball. 40, 30, 30, 35, 20, 25, 10, 5, 0. Touchdown by Tufunga. Brilliant. What a great interception. 23-9. 6 minutes 27. Brilliant. Hufunga on the ball.
Well,
Hufunga on that ball. So they're watching Hufunga there.
This release, then Hufunga is expecting that quick throw. So he rides it. He sees the release by the
Stafford see, I
receiver.
know it's Cooper Kupp or someone. Hufunga sees that ball clearly and he's intercepted that blindingly.
House call.
24-9. Brilliant by Hufunga. Brilliant by Hufunga. Great interception.
15-point game.
Perfect.
Talanoa Hufunga, second-year pro from USC, becoming a force in the NFL.
Brilliant. 24-9. Oh, what a game. Brilliant. Can't fault it. Brilliant. Absolutely perfect. Perfect interception. That's unbelievable. Oh. Oh, mate, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. That's incredible. Unbelievable. The 49ers defense on point. Great defensive play right there. That is a great defensive play. Hufunga did amazingly good job. Brilliant good job. Saw it clearly. There's my interception. Here we go. Brilliant. You can't fault it. That's the first interception of the whole game. You can't fault it at all. You cannot fault it at all. Blinding. Defensively, we've let the ball go. They've been open plays. We've tried to get on them before they get to the first, but they keep going for the first. Hard. Listen, this lead might be a big lead, but still, Rams are not to be messed with. If they mess up on this first game, which they have done, they'll put pressure on us on the second game. This is why every game counts with the 49ers. We've lost big team players from our defense and offense, but we're still grinding through.
Last year. He's thrown
this
3
is
already
huge.
this season, no touchdowns thrown.
This is huge.
But he's looking for somebody to break loose
And
other than
Hufanga
Cooper Kupp.
and the defense 49ers have been all over this. Fantastic.
Was a steal in the 5th round out of USC. Is becoming a star. Took it 52 yards
for the 49ers.
to score.
They
We're
deserve
going to be
it.
talking about him for a long time.
I've been
he
all
reminds
over
me
it.
so much of Troy Polamalu, also out of USC. But Hufanga is a playmaker, and he's around the line of scrimmage is where he is
24-9 to Niners.
I think he's got a future that is going to impress a
Oh,
lot
they're going
of
for a
people.
run.
Here's Powell on the return out across the 25.
Oh, ball's come out.
Ball comes out, but he was clearly down. Let's look at the 49ers defense that is really humming right now under D'Amico Ryan.
Yeah, they've been all over
it really is. You see some of these blitzes that they brought early in this game, and they were able to get home, but they just continue to rush Stafford up. But the problem has been they've not been able to get the ball down the field. And so you keep throwing those quick passes, and eventually you're going to have something like that happen, and D'Amico Ryans is loving it. But you look at what's happened up to this point. Cooper Kupp has been targeted 17 times. Tyler Higbee 11 times.
6 minutes, 21 seconds.
No one else has gotten
Stafford's
much
got
action.
the ball, goes right.
There is Robinson, a guy the Rams are waiting on to get into the fun. Makes the catch and gets 5. And the Rams
it'd be a
now down 15
game.
have 3 timeouts and will be under 6 minutes by the time this next play ends.
Okay, taking on 5, 6 minutes.
Stafford, Higbee, trying to get the first down. We'll see where they put it, a yard short.
Well, you saw that enthusiasm from D'Amico Ryans, and I always respected him when he played and love what he's done as a defensive coordinator. He's a young guy. He only interviewed for one head job last year.
D'Amico Ryan,
and he's 38 years old. But I really do believe that his demeanor and makeup, that he's going to be a head coach in this league real soon.
Yeah, he's got that feel, and he said he was actually kind of relieved he didn't get that gig with the Vikings. Here is Henderson for a first down. He said, I just wanted at least one more year to really be ready for when I get that chance. And some organization's going to be lucky to get D'Amico Ryans. And about that strong safety, Hufanga, you mentioned Polamalu. He worked out and studied with
Stafford's got the ball, throws deep in the middle, and
Stafford throws it away. And Ronnie Lott, who we've talked about a couple of times, said on a local radio station, the kid is phenomenal. What I love is the timing and the anticipation and the feel. Here's a guy that looks like he's moving faster than everyone else. And what I mean by that is his anticipation of understanding the moment. And he just showed that on that interception, stepping in front of Cooper Kupp.
I remember watching some film last year before one of our 49ers games, and he just kept showing up, and I had to look, who is this rookie that's all over the field? He's like Tasmanian devil.
Stafford's got the ball, goes right.
2nd and 10, and the pass is caught by Blanton, who has been re-added to the active roster off the practice squad of the Kansas City Chiefs, a gain of 7. Was with them in a part of their Super Bowl run, then was cut in the summer. And he's back as Bryson Hopkins is suspended.
Sorry, Joe, a little surprised to see the Rams huddle. You saw Stafford say, hey, come back, huddle up. I mean, obviously, time is of the essence, and I would have expected them to go hurry up immediately.
Rams are 2 for their last 10 on 3rd down.
Stafford throws one to the right. Oh, they grabbed it.
And he's got a first down inside the 40 as the Rams look for a glimmer of hope.
1st and 10, 4
a gain
minutes
of 17.
Well, Skoranek does the right thing there. The official has to handle it. We learned all that from the Cowboys last year against the 49ers in the playoff game. But Skoranek runs it back, puts the ball down. Save a few seconds.
Stafford's got the ball.
First down,
Throws
Stafford.
deep left.
This
Oh,
one
it was
is
caught.
tipped and incomplete for Henderson.
By the defense
Tipped
of us.
by the rookie Drake Jackson.
Drake Jackson. Oh,
and
man.
we know he
Fair
can
play. Well done.
get up. He is a big man, 6'4", 273, and a tremendous athlete. Does full-on backflips and you name it. It's stunning.
I halfway expect to see him do one of those backflips in one of these games, as much as I saw of him coming into this game. But he's kind of learning his way.
Here we go.
It's not easy on a lot of these guys coming in as pass rushers to have success immediately.
Got his first sack at Denver last
Right.
week.
Rams got
Stafford
the ball.
in
Stafford's got the
trouble.
ball, and he's been sacked by the defense
by Hassan
of the San
Ridgeway.
Francisco 49ers. Ridgeway's got him. Perfect. Third down. Keep that clock ticking. Perfect. Absolutely
Sixth
perfect.
sack of the night by the 49ers defense, a loss of 8.
Yeah, nice time twist up front.
6 sacks by the
And
49ers. 6.
Ridgeway able to win the one-on-one battle.
Stafford's got the ball. Throws
Stafford
deep
now
in the
underneath
middle.
to Higbee on
Boom.
3rd down and 18. Let's get some of that yardage back.
Green
It'll be
all
4th
over
down
that.
and long, and the Rams have to go
3
for
minutes
Yeah,
to go.
Hassan Ridgeway, he just came out of the game as they bring in Kevin Givens. Ridgeway is going to be over there high-fiving some teammates after that play that he just made.
8 yards to Higbee, 4th down and 10.
Right, here we go. Here we go. 4th and 10, and they're going to go for it.
That's Cup.
Boom. Stafford.
This
Oh,
play is shut down before the snap as the Rams use a timeout.
Rams have got a timeout. First timeout.
That's their first timeout.
Huh?
It's a 30-second timeout, and it's a 15-point game. This defense for D'Amico Ryans, I mean, they're better on the back end than they were a year ago by adding Charvarius Ward. Another year of experience for Hufanga. But the strength of this defense is the front 7. They are outstanding. They've got some injuries. They're working their way through them. But when they're all healthy, it's as good as there is in the league.
I agree. They are sound. They play physical. They fly to the football. They tackle well. They're well coached. They got playmakers at every level. A lot to like.
6 sacks by 5 different
Here we
players.
go.
Bosa has 2.
Here we go. 4th and 10. 2 minutes 30 to go for it. Stafford's got the ball. He's
Stafford,
come out
good job
of the
to step
pocket
up,
and has
he's
gone for a
able to
first.
complete to Cooper Kupp. And a conversion on 4th down and 10
Mate,
to
this is so
stay alive.
tight, man.
Well, the game up front with Bosa is
They're
what
letting that
ultimately
clock,
allowed
they're letting that clock chew down.
Stafford
And keep that
to
clock
find a
going.
little
We've done
lane.
all right. Even if
this
they get
drive
that
going.
touchdown. We don't want to get that touchdown.
Coming up
Stafford's
on
got
the
the ball.
2-minute warning.
Stafford's still got the ball.
Stafford,
Throws
end
deep
zone.
left, and it's
Robinson,
no
incomplete.
good.
With 2:02
Dwelly
left.
covering the Rams.
And Emmanuel Mosley was right there on Allen Robinson.
Mosley was there. Holding? Was Mosley holding? Nah. It was holding.
That's good idea by Matthew Stafford, just giving Robinson a chance, put it up to where maybe he can go up and make
Nowhere
a
near
play on
holding.
it.
All right, we're going back out again. Here we go again. Second and 10.
Second
Stafford's
down and
got the
10.
ball. Stafford's got the ball.
Underneath.
Oh,
Hit by
Tufanga nearly
Warner.
had the ball. Is it
As he
Tufanga
was
again?
looking for
No, it's
Higbee.
Warner. Warner nearly
And we're
had
at
an
the 2-minute
interception as
warning.
well. Oh,
With a minute
mate.
58,
This
and
defense
Warner
is
was thinking
fucking
about
great so far.
another pick
Absolutely
six.
great.
Instead, he comes up empty. Be thinking about that when he goes to bed
Oh,
tonight. Minute
man,
58
1 minute
left.
58 to go on the
49ers
clock.
up 15.
It has been brilliant. Offensively, we've done very good. We haven't done bad. We've done very good. Defensively, Jesus Christ, we've done great. How a defensive team should be. Brilliant. unreal. This has been an unreal experience. I really thought that we would have lost. Well, I said in my prediction 2023 to the Rams. I did think that. I think it would have been a tight, janky game. That like the Broncos, you know, because the Rams are holding Super Bowl contenders. Sorry, Super Bowl defenders. Sorry. And I thought they're going to hold it as much as they can. And lo and behold, no, they haven't. They haven't at all. So at this moment, the 49ers have been kicking the Rams' arse big time. I have a thing. Good, very good, great. At this moment,
Van Pelt coming up on the post-game show. Live reaction from Levi Stadium. We'll take you inside the winning locker room, and we'll hear from both Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan.
Really
Ryan Clark
great.
breaking down the key moment or moments, plural, of this game.
Honestly,
when it's done. Joe, Troy, back to you.
To end this.
All right, Scott, thanks. Be chatting with you shortly. Meanwhile, the 49ers, who have won 6 straight regular season games against the Rams, in their last 3 here in Santa Clara, lead by 15. 3rd down and 10 for Sean McVay's team. It's been outplayed by D'Amico Ryan's defense.
Well, they had Darrell Henderson down at the bottom. Nobody went with him.
158, 3rd and 10, 9 to 24. Can we keep him at bay without a touchdown or a field goal? Stafford's got the ball, comes out of a pocket. Oh, intercepted. Oh, like an interception.
Ebukam got his hand on the ball.
Oh, mate.
And then it fell to the turf. And if they're going to say it's a fumble,
it's a fumble,
which they are right now, and they'll obviously look at it, then it's 49ers ball, and that will basically end all hope for the Rams. Let's take another look.
Right. So it's over. Stafford's got the ball. Bookman got at the back.
The ball came out. John Perry clearly out before the
just missed.
Forward.
And as it rolls, he's grabbed him. Bookman's grabbed him by the back.
And then off Ebukam.
And as he's thrown it, the ball's gone out of play. And Bookman's just
by the 49ers
out of nowhere
in
hit
San
it out.
Francisco. Brings their offense back out in what's been a really impressive night for Kyle Shanahan's team.
Yes, it has. And D'Amico Ryan's defense.
Oh, no. Do you know what? I'm not going to lie. I don't think he grabbed it. Yeah, he knows he didn't grab it. Was it Warner?
San Francisco. Take a break, come back. 49ers ball up 15.
49ers ball.
Welcome to Independence.
Flipping hell. It didn't look like it was 49ers ball. But I think the fumble is theirs. Flipping out. This is tight, man. This is one of the most unrealistic things begun. Hurry up. Hurry up. Mate, there's too many adverts. Why can't we just see the pitch or something? Oh. Hurry up. Oh. This is taking long. Waiting. And we're back in.
Tackle made by Floyd.
You know, this is the point in the
So
game
it is our
where
fumble.
when a certain analyst years
It was
ago
fumble
would
to us.
start singing.
I thought it weren't. I thought it
The
was.
lights, the party's over.
Very nice.
1 minute 44. 24.
We'll be back in 15 seconds after this from Truly Hard Seltzer.
Wow. So we've got one. We've got 3 timeouts. Rams have got 1. It's been mental. I didn't think it was a fumble back, to be honest, but it was, and we recovered. So now it's all offensively onto us.
Trying to be the only team to hold Sean McVay's Rams under 10 points twice. They did it back in 2019. Week 6 in a 20-7 San Francisco win, and tonight 3 field goals. That's it.
That's it in a short week leading up to next Sunday when they
Jimmy just got the ball.
Host Dallas, so they have another tough one coming up against a really talented defense. They've got to figure out that offensive line. They've got to figure out how they're going to get the ball into other people's hands besides Cooper Kupp. And Sean McVay, if anyone can do it, he can.
Last time
that's a big task on a short week.
Rams
Here's the
upcoming
schedule after that game against the Cowboys, the Panthers.
Cowboys, week 6 Panthers, week 8 us
week
again.
7, and the 49ers after the bye, and at the Bucks,
week
who are
9
currently
at the Bucks.
2-2. Rams spend their last time out. This could be only the 4th time under Sean McVay that the Rams don't score a touchdown in a game. And by the way, the first time in 15 years that the Rams don't have a 20-yard play on offense. So this is a much different looking team than the one that lit up scoreboards last year, at least here at the start. 10 is doing all he can.
Yes, he is. And, you know, I mentioned it coming into this game. The Rams went through a period last year where they just weren't in sync. They struggled. Every team has that. And then you just remember the great year they had winning the Super Bowl. Now. But this struggle this year feels different because they are so beat up in the offensive front, and because they don't have Van Jefferson. And, you know, the hope is that when he comes off IR that he'll be able to contribute, and they hope that they're able to get Odell Beckham at some point, roughly around week 10, if he decides to come play for the Rams again. But there's a lot of things that have to fall into place, and they can, for them to get back to the promised land, which is where Aaron Donald wants to be, and that's why he came back.
Going for another run in. I don't know why they keep doing these fucking
They're
runs.
down and 10, and the handoff to Wilson, brought down by Donald. No timeouts left for the Rams, so the clock will continue to run, and the punt team will come on for the 49ers.
Do it slowly. Just divvy it. I thought they were going to go for a throw.
I mentioned it, Joe, that Jimmy Garoppolo, no one's going to just look at the stat line and say, oh, he played great. I'm not saying he played great, but I know how that is when you go through a tough week and people are questioning you and your decisions and all that goes with that as a quarterback in the National Football League, and then to be playing a big divisional rival and how difficult that can be. I thought he did a lot of really good things.
He's about to go to 7-0 in the regular season against the Rams in his time with the 49ers. Meanwhile, a 49ers win tonight means that every team in the NFC West is 2-2. And with regard to Odell Beckham Jr., Sean McVay told us, and he's dying to get him back. You said week 10 or 11 he should be ready, but we have to stay in it and be relevant so that he wants to come back to the Rams. So he will have his pick at some point when he's ready to go, coming off the ACL. And McVay wants it to be right back, slide right back into his old locker, which, as you said, they've kept around for him.
Yeah, keep it a spot for him.
54 seconds. 4th and 9. Kicking it back.
Wisnowski hits it end over end and knocks it out of bounds. Let's go down to Lisa.
Hey, Joe, well, Odell Beckham is in the Bahamas right now, rehabbing his way back from that torn ACL. He said he's doing 2-a-days, taking his time, making sure to get the knee right. I asked him if he was eyeing a return date, even a ballpark. He gave me nothing, said he'll be back when the time is right. He said he's been watching the Rams. The Rams are like family to him. He misses being in the locker room. I told him, they say they really want you back. And he said there's definitely love on both sides, no doubt. But he said everyone knows this is a business as well. They know what I want. They know how I feel. But, of course, he said, if I had my way, I'd love to be back with those guys.
Yep, as you said, feelings mutual. We'll see. Time will tell. Got a long time till then. Here's Cooper Kupp with a new career high. Man, is he going to be sore after this game? 14 catches in the game is a new single-game high for Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I mean, 19 targets.
Second and 1. Bosa coming off the edge.
Oh, they're going for a second. Oh, no, it's come out.
And gets it to Henderson for a first
Fair play
down.
to Stafford. He's come out. He
Good
nearly
play
got
by
sacked
Matthew
again.
Stafford in this 15-point affair.
16
with now just 16 seconds
to go.
left.
This has been a brilliant game.
15-point affair, and if you're Sean McVay, that's the last thing you want to see is Matthew Stafford taking that kind of punishment in a futile effort.
There we go again.
Stafford, by the way, has taken now 16 sacks this season, one shy of Carson Wentz, the Washington Commanders, for the league high. 7 sacks by the Bills, 1 in each of the last 2 games.
Right, Stafford got the ball. We'll go for a running game.
Here's Henderson.
Gone nowhere. 10, 9, 8,
that is going to do it.
7, all done, finished. 24-9 to the San Francisco 49ers. Brilliant defensive.
And Sean McVay has to cross
Great
the field
defensive,
and shake the hand of
very
Kyle
good
Shanahan,
offensive.
who has beaten him
That's it's done.
now 7 straight times in the regular season.
All finished, done. Dusted.
And Garoppolo has been at the controls for all 7.
All done, guys. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. And I won't be streaming on anything, but I will be at Tottenham for the New York Giants and Packers game. Cannot wait to see you guys to see that.